Sure, we'll do it. Come on, Baravor.
Where's Baravor?
He took the room out of the.
Okay, so begin there. In this kind of wheat, most of the townsfolk, by the way, this field is pretty much empty because most of the townspeople have gathered at the kind of announcement situation. Uh, so you've kind of kept your hand over this woman's mouth, Baravar. She is receptive to being quiet at the moment because she realizes the situation she's in. And you watch as the soldiers kind of walk away. They walk through the gates. After a couple of minutes, you are now free to act. Pretty much safe in the idea that, at least for now, nobody's watching you.
Relax, relax. I know this was sudden, but understand you're about to get stabbed, and your friends were about to die.
Who are you? She asks pretty immediately.
I am someone who wishes the good fortune of the people in this town, and well, let's just keep it at that.
So be it. She kind of stands up a little bit and looks over at you.
Stay down. Just
I'm not. Give me a perception check, Baravar.
perception.
Yeah, perception.
Hold on, I have to get it up.
We never took long rests.
No, you didn't.
12.
Give me a medical check too.
Medical. 9.
Yeah, it's fine. She looks a little bit frazzled by what happened, but overall pretty okay. She says, I can't go very far right now, with crouching down. How about we quickly go over to the side of the barn over there?
Yes, that's fine. Let's go ahead.
You gotta do my best not to make jokes.
Kind of walks over here.
Target go.
Yeah, you can see them stand up and walk over, yeah.
I'm just
Target's
nodding
gonna
for him to
approach as
get
well.
over here.
Target's approaching cautiously. Well, not cautiously. He's approaching as he means.
Don't worry,
no
the
harm.
big fellow's a friend as well.
I hope so, essentially, since he was chatting them up with a interesting line of logic. She says, my name is Ruma Ida Eston.
Madam, Target came over and saw you and the two other men standing there and saw the soldiers coming through that gate, and that's when I gave you. And as soon as I saw the soldiers stabbing the hay bales, I tried to distract them as long as I could. I don't want to see I mean, to my knowledge, you seem a fine woman and innocent. I don't want to see any innocent killers while I'm here. I wanted to do my best to protect people that deserve it.
I appreciate that, sir. She kind of squints at you. You can tell
Tiger the Clan Nubu.
she's a little bit off-put that you're an orc, frankly, but that's pretty much the reaction that you get all the time, so it's pretty standard. Well, thank you. I would like to reward you, but at the moment I cannot. However, I would ask another favor from you if you are so bold to do so. You've already saved my life once. I ask you one more thing.
I'm sure we can be of assistance to some degree.
My husband's steward, Volmar Gaunt. I need you to tell him that I'll be waiting near the sawwood. He'll know what that means.
And what does your husband look like?
My husband, my husband, he is blonde man, fair of face, quiet, a little bit gaunt. Why? you realize that you've never actually seen, like, if there's like of the people that you know that are a room, the two that would match that description immediately to your mind would be when she says fair of face and like fair of hair, you would think of back to the room of Greenbrook, but it's not him. Then you would probably think of Roderick, who's also, you know, paler, but you didn't see his hair color because he was wearing a helmet. You probably don't know very many room that by their face alone, especially Baldwin, who didn't, like, he always wore a helmet.
So this one was the one that was climbed up the stairs and tried to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's big dead.
Are you asking for his? Are you asking for my husband's sigildry?
Just something so we can identify him if we happen to.
I mean, his sigildry is that of a giant being stabbed by arrows. Give me a wisdom check to see if you can remember the fucking like sigils that you were barely paying attention to.
Yeah, I was barely paying attention to.
Oh boy, here we
I got
go.
an 8.
No idea. You have no idea who this lady's husband is.
Are we able to? Okay.
I mean, there are people in town that have like been talking about this, but with a fucking wisdom check of 9, you probably weren't paying attention to them either. You were too busy trying to get your drink.
I just look over to Togred. I'm just like, I just shrugged. I don't know.
Okay. Can you tell Volmore that?
I'm sure we can.
Madam Ruma, again, I like to protect those innocents. I used to have a life of
Why are you guys so
killing and
small?
raiding. I don't know, why am I small?
You're missing my roleplay.
Sorry, go on.
I've had a previous life of killing and raiding innocent, and I don't want to do that anymore. But I'm not going to lie to you, madam. We are adventurers, and we do need coin in order to survive in these hard times. Do you have any form of payment or anything you can
no
offer?
Coin. I have no coin with me as they have taken my house. All of my belongings.
Your husband?
I do not know where my husband is. The fact that the Saffrish are here, and the fact that they have come to claim this land, would tell me that he is either dead or fleeing from them. I hope for the latter.
Well, as long as you remember our faces and the deeds that we have done for you here today, an IOU or a favor in the future should suffice. Right, Target?
I agree. If we do this for you now, and there's nothing that you can offer material-wise, if you can offer us a nice warm bed and a good cup of mead,
I can
and
offer you a
protection here,
lady's favor.
that will suffice, I believe.
For now, that will suffice, yes.
Very well. I suppose I... She looks over at the kind of wilderness around. I should be going now. Again, tell Volmore I will be at the Sawwood.
The Sawwood. The Sawwood.
Will do.
Yes.
Take care, madam.
Stay
That
safe.
If she does,
Stay
I'll
hidden.
run off, heading out of town.
Target, I got to say, that was some good distraction there. You bought me the few seconds that I needed.
Target blushes a little bit. Oh, it was nothing. Again, I don't want to see too many innocent people die. That was a lot in my past, and I don't want to really have that happen anymore. When next time we have a drink, my pointy ear friend, I will have to tell you that what happened between myself and that other orc. It kind of make me look at life a little different. Anyways, come on, friend. Let's go find the rest of our pals.
Okay. So with that, we're going to switch back over. Vindel, you've been watching this exchange. Basically, this lady has expressed that she's in charge now, and that so long as nobody tries anything and that everybody remains calm and peaceful during the transition, there will be no reprisals and no punishment against the people of this town. The people kind
Thank
of
you so much, subject.
rumble
Thank you, man.
at this prospect
Appreciate
a little bit before Volmar kind of speaks up. Right, everyone, back to your work. And with that, a great deal of them kind of begin breaking off, heading back to what they were doing. So what do you do?
I mean, I'm not gonna do much. I'm just gonna listen to this and then probably hop down off the wall inside of it to get back to Ben.
Okay. Hold on, I am being called. In the meanwhile, Roosevelt, I want you to play a little bit of Sim City. Take all these white pieces and just move them around town where they think they should go.
Got it.
They can go anywhere except for in like this little area.
All right.
Like just move the white pawn pieces.
All right, so I think what we got to do, one of the things we got to do for sure in this town is get information on the mines. Yeah, get information on the mines, and then probably later in this session, like maybe try to get there at least, or end up there and do what we need to do in this session, or just at least end up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else do you think we need to do in this town?
Rest.
Oh,
We're
for
not-
sure. So, do you want to? So you want to sleep now, like a long rest, sleep now?
A bit early in the day for that. It's still like noon.
Well, I mean, like at the end of the day, yeah. And then we'll head out.
I mean, it's gonna be a little interesting based on the actual timeline that it is. Like basically, because you weren't here after last session. There's only 2 important dates that matter to Ben, and I believe one of them is actually the next like day.
Oh God, what are you gonna? You're gonna turn into a giant dairy cow.
No,
We're gonna have to milk you.
please
you
God,
die.
no.
Yeah.
That sounds like a weird.
Let's do it.
The fancy people go back into the big house. Along with the guards, actually, probably Oswin and Charles are also taken inside. La 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 la.
I'm back.
Right, and with that, oop. All right. So you guys aren't doing too much, right? For the most part.
Oh, them, sorry. I thought you moved all of us there.
Ben, Vendel, like you guys aren't like trying anything really like super spectacular or weird or anything,
No,
right?
Ben is probably just talking to Tanya, asking her like, what does she like to do, and kind of just that stuff. You know, he has no idea who the fuck this kid is, basically.
She tells you that she likes reading.
Hmm.
That's been her pretty much biggest hobby. She says, I'm actually pretty good at blacksmithing.
Oh.
I was the second best in my village.
Ben,
Who
I
was your
guess we'll
first? He
just-
seems like a cool guy.
Oh.
He's dead.
And then they're like, oh, you like blacksmithing? He's
I
gonna
like blacksmiths? I am a blacksmith.
I said likes blacksmithing.
Oh. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Sorry. Ben's gonna like
You
unsheath.
said, he said sorry. She says, I wasn't listening. Sorry. Okay, it's okay.
Ben was gonna he's gonna take out his like custom like loot great axe and just kind of like show it to her like, my father had this customly made. You know, it was a great feat of blacksmithing.
She looks at it for a little bit. I'm gonna have her do a check to look at it. You have a blacksmith, quote unquote, inspecting your weapon to see for any faults or damages. The wood's a weird touch. She kind of looks at it. You don't really blacksmith wood. Well, you don't really smith wood very much. Usually it's just for like decoration.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Good.
the loot part isn't really doing too much, right?
Nope. It's just there to play music.
Oh, I forgot his
So how is
instruments
your axe
also his
fashioned?
axe.
Like, where is the loot part coming out, and where does the axe part come out?
So like,
Contact.
think of it so like you have like the handle of the stuff, and you kind of have like the strings that run down that to the base of the axe, where
Yeah.
like the interior of the base is kind of fashioned like a loot.
Is the pommel where like the mandolin section is, like where the actual gourd section is, or is like the gourd section like towards the blade?
The gourd section, like the big part of the base, is
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
towards the blade.
Towards the blade.
Yeah.
She kind of looks at you like, musicians don't usually like swing their weapons at people, do they? Like their instruments at people, right?
Not most people, no.
Aren't you afraid that it's gonna break?
Afraid? No, not really. If something breaks, you can always get fixed, and I mean, my father had this made by dwarves, so I'm
By
quite a-
dwarves?
yeah, dwarves.
No, I know what a dwarf is.
Yeah.
But like, a dwarf made this?
Mm-hmm.
She looks at it. She squints at it again. She's gonna do another roll. Oh.
Dude, she'd be judging you
She kinda
hard.
she looks back at you and looks at it. Would you like to do an insight check?
Yeah.
That's cool, she says, like back to you.
She thinks you're
4.
Shit.
4? Yeah, she
Mhm.
thinks it's totally cool.
Look.
She's being very genuine right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. My father had it made for me.
Can I roll
because,
for sus?
you know, I was always attuned to kind of the musical arts when I was growing up, but you know, look at me as well. I'm a bit of a powerhouse.
Did you flex?
No.
Bit of a powerhouse.
Bit of a powerhouse. She
Yeah.
again.
She
She looks
raised-
at you, kind of nods.
He raised me to be a bit of a warrior, and you know, I always like to do both, and kind of made it hard to try to switch between an instrument and an axe all the time. So he decided to try and have them fashioned together.
Okay. She looks at it again. She's squinting a little bit, but yeah, from what you can tell, she's totally thinking that it's rad. 100%, 100%. That's a rad weapon in Tanya's eyes, as far as you're concerned. Miss Pritchett comes back. Hello there. You missed out on the events about town. Turns out we're all Saffrish now. Fun. And she kind of goes back to behind the counter and goes back into the kitchen.
Tanya, would you like anything eat or drink while we're here? I know,
I've had a lot of grapes.
grapes.
Yeah, that's like a lot of what Mr. Baravor gave me. She points over at the table. There is indeed a copious amount of grapes still there, along with some goat leg that she's eaten.
Oh, that's true. He
They're
was.
real good, but I've had a lot of them,
Alone.
and I think that I'm gonna throw up if I eat any more.
Would you like anything to drink then?
Wine. She just looks at you.
You've had wine?
Yes, often.
Who's giving you wine?
Everyone.
She ain't knows.
He says back to you.
Everyone's giving you wine.
Yep, plenty of it.
This girl reminds me of
Hmm.
I'm
Paola.
real good at wine.
Well, isn't that nice?
I like how bad it tastes.
12K? Jesus.
Well, that's nice, I suppose. Why don't you go and sit on down and take a load off? You don't want you make feeling sick or nothing after all. Eating all that grape.
She looks at you. Okay, like she kind of shrugs a little bit. I guess I'll sit. And she kind of goes back and sits at the table, looking at you.
Ben doesn't know how to deal with fucking kids.
Well, you know what? She doesn't know how to deal with minotaurs. So you're in a similar situation.
Work
as Tanya.
both ways.
All right.
Do I see
so
Vindel coming
comes
through?
back in, you guys talk a little bit. I gotta go turn something off real quick.
Vindel. Can I see you outside?
Oh, hey, what's up, Ben? Hey, Tanya, you want some more wine?
Ben is fully just going to pick you up
Guess
and
who's
take you
getting
outside.
full custody of the child.
Oh, I'm going to teach Tanya so many terrible things.
Ben just are you
Fjordor
resisting
needs to
Vindel?
be needs to not be
I'm
happy
grabbing
father.
onto the door. I'm gonna grab onto the door and pull myself in.
Uh,
Hold on.
We're gonna have to need. Nope. I'm as 2IC
Yeah, no.
DM. We're gonna need some strength checks here.
Hold on.
Fuck off.
No, he's trying to
Aw.
pick you up, and pull you out the door, and Vindel is holding on to the door frame. We're gonna need some strength checks, please.
That's
Yeah,
opposing.
But he's
That
gonna
is
have
opposing
disadvantage
strength.
because he's a fucking small man.
Bro,
Yeah,
I had
No.
Minotaurs are
'cause I got that
large.
leverage, bro.
Minotaurs are large creatures.
Yeah, it's
Minotaurs,
like a
they're
minotaur.
no Minotaurs are
Right, so
medium,
that's what I'm saying.
but they
So
count
if-
as large
If Mark's
when
doing a
moving.
strength save check, he's gonna
Yeah,
be
so-
disadvantaged.
Yeah, they
If
count as
Ben's
large.
doing, if
So
Ben's
this is
doing a
like-
strength check, then it's gonna be advantage.
If this is like a
No,
grapple,
no.
This is like a grapple.
No.
off, then that means
No.
Ben just is.
I am
disadvantaged.
ruling.
huge.
I am
I'm
ruling
grabbing
just
his
a standard strength check. One
You
from
don't
each.
get to make the rules.
One from each.
As 2IC DM,
As
currently
3
for like not even a
ICDM,
minute. we're already
Please
going
roll
chaos.
your strength checks. One each, please.
I'm trying to find the thing.
The roll 20.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna quickly check this. It should be under my notes.
You rolled a-
should
Mark has rolled a 13.
Can't get shit on. He says.
Bro, I know he's gonna roll lower than that. You know it.
I'm kind of hoping for that.
I really am. These comical moments are really what I live for in D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Roll, Dino.
Strength. Oh, I have a +5.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
6. Not one.
That one.
Where's
Will
my
Wheaton
net
dice
one?
curse. Will Wheaton dice curse.
I literally just have to get a 10 or higher. Actually, no. You got a 13, so I gotta get an 8 or higher.
Because if it's a fucking match, whoever.
Bro.
17 on the die.
Damn it!
Damn.
22, that's 22.
What did you roll?
So then,
I
as
rolled
Ben
over here
lifts
with
up
the
Vindel
actual-
and starts dragging him outside of the door frame, Vindel with both of his hands grabs onto the door frame, and for a moment he's about to start his sentence and talk to Tanya, but then right after he says the first syllable, he just gets yoinked straight out of the door frame and almost leaving scratch marks
Wait,
as he's
Tanya,
trying to
real
hold
quick,
on.
Vindel about to
Wow,
get
that was really good DMing there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Vindel about to be castrated.
You're about to be.
We're just gonna yeet it against the building across the way.
Thank you. Future DM here, of course, but I don't have the time for that. But still, thank you.
Fling you out.
Anytime.
What
To
did
the
I come
moon.
back to? Whip you, fling you out to the moon?
Don't worry, hey,
Forensic
don't worry.
DMing.
Don't worry, I'm just DMing here. Don't worry about it, man. As you 2IC you're DMing, it's all good. I got you.
I'm trying to.
You left for not even a minute, and it all went to shit.
Where's Vindel's face?
I may or may not have tried to toss myself to emulate the tossing, and I think I've been thrown out of the map.
I think I've been
I
thrown
didn't
out of the
throw you,
map.
it just dragged you outside.
He was a character, right?
Oh wait, found him.
Where was he?
Remember when we had him in?
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's
He
all
was
over
out-
here.
He was out here, up
Covered
against
cargo.
these rocks and trees.
Yeah, so what you've missed is Ben has ripped Vindel outside. Because he tried to fight.
Well, you see, I walked back in and just wanted to see if Tanya wanted more wine. Learn about thievery.
So then Ben has promptly
Yo,
picked him
she's
up
a
and
magic
dragged him
user, bro.
outside.
Don't make her a fucking arcane trickster, bro.
She's gonna be an arcane trickster. You're so
No.
You're gonna be evil.
Alright.
Everyone's trying to turn her into their class and like not her magic.
Oh,
class.
I will say, since we had that moment of
I
break,
was gonna make her a fucking wizard or sorcerer. or
since
whatever.
Coward said last session that we can all teach her one thing, like one at a time. What do you think? Last time it was what? I forgot. I taught her how to whistle.
You-
But it was
You failed to teach her acrobatics.
acrobatics. Yeah. So what do we want to try this time? Does anyone want
I
to give
mean,
it
we
a go?
know she's
Yeah, no.
magical.
Okay, wait. Does it count that was she just good at sleight of hand, Coward, or does that count as a teaching moment?
She got lucky at it.
So then I'm gonna try and teach her sleight of hand.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this session, we got to remember at some point, Vindel, you'll teach Tanya sleight of hand, or
I
attempt
could
it.
come in useful having a small child who can just grab shit when
For
we're
sure.
talking and doing interactions.
Especially since like she doesn't look like a threat at all. Well, because she isn't.
Not yet.
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 She's an
Ben
investment of threat, similar to GME.
promptly
We're
picks up.
investing in her.
She's an
Yeah.
investment threat.
She's my GME.
A threat investment.
Yo, Forensics Twist is gonna get shut down, bro, if you talk about doing
Dude, don't talk about stock. Don't talk about stock. Melvin will get us.
Ben rips Vindel outside and kind of holds him up by the collar. You gave a child wine.
My dude, she's seen several people be murdered in front of her. I don't think liquor is the problem.
my guy.
She's a child.
Yeah, she is a child who saw her brother get killed and one of our friends get eaten by what is ostensibly a talking tree.
What?
Long story. The point is,
That's
the
so
kid
true.
gets
He
wine.
wasn't there for that. We've already had a character die.
Ben is just furrowing his eyebrows. Not really sure what this whole thing about a person getting turned into a tree is about. But that's great, I guess.
Person getting turned into a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna look at him. What's next? You're gonna teach her how to break into buildings and steal things too?
Only if we have time today.
What?
Look, it's only the most advantageous thing, Ben. Besides, we're in a little bit of a dangerous spot here. I don't feel like we'll be here that long.
Who's
I'm
green?
tired. I'm bleeding. We're sleeping here.
You should definitely go ahead and get that nap in, pal.
Do not give a child wine.
I mean, not often, but you know, with meals.
If the dwarf were to hear about this, I have a feeling he'd be a lot less merciful.
I don't think he'd mind.
You just feel like the wrath of God slowly seep up on you.
I don't know, he seems like quite a stout individual.
Lovers' kisses.
I think he can sympathize with the girl needing to relax a little bit.
Does someone need some loving?
You forget he's also a dwarf.
Ben's just gonna...
Or 3 years old is the perfect drinking age.
Yeah, you can drink whenever the fuck you want.
As far as I'm concerned, it's better than water.
Rum.
Ben just lets out like a snort and a huff and just drops Vindel and walks back inside.
Tanya, meanwhile, let me have done a perception check on her real quick. Let's see if she heard of that. I can whistle.
That's very good, Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
I taught her that.
I can whistle now.
It's very nice.
Would you like to do an insight check, or are you entirely fooled?
I'll do an insight check.
You're not doing good at these.
No, I'm not. I have a -1 to insight.
Yeah. Tanya's great at tricking you.
11.
Let me do a deception for her. Again, base of 0, not many modifiers on her yet. 12. Yeah, you believe her. She can whistle. She's real good at whistling.
Very good at whistling, Tanya. If there's anything else you'd like to learn, or...
Maybe she'll be a whistling bard.
Yeah. If
Alright,
you'd like to learn any more things, just let me know.
Vindel, are you in when you do you come in by this point? Have you followed him in?
Oh, he was in there.
No, I mean he was taken outside. Do you follow him in, Vindel? Is Mark here or is he dead?
Say that again?
Did you follow the bullman into the tavern?
Destroyer, thank you.
When you ask her what she wants to learn, I'm gonna make a roll for it. Let me look at the skill list and just roll it and see what number I get. Okay. Okay. She looks at you both, and she kind of like raises her eyebrows a little bit. I want to learn how to lie.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got you, kid.
Oh my god.
Ben, traumatized.
This is an alcoholic
He just puts his
liar.
hand in his face, just questioning why he even bothers.
I'm gonna make this girl so evil.
I'm gonna be a bad kid.
This is not at all how his father raised him, and he's just so disappointed in himself.
Your father told you never lie.
So, do I have to roll deception for her to learn it?
Sure, yeah. It's a deception check it's a wisdom check followed by a deception check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, roll the wisdom first. Not a
Oh, that's
wisdom save.
Hold on, let me learn. Button to click. Regular wisdom of 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Deception of 20. 15 plus 5.
Yeah, take us a point.
Yes!
You teach her some tics and trips on good proper lying technique.
Cool.
Perfection.
I like this little mechanic. We're teaching, like, we're just raising
And
this
that,
girl
Tanya,
and molding
is
her.
how you confuse this large bull man here and only get thrown out of the door half the time.
Hmm. But what if I... No, never mind. It's fine.
Hmm?
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 What was that?
What?
So, Ben, what do you want to eat?
With that, the rest of the party enters the tavern. I imagine unless Target and Baravor
Oh no, I'm gonna, like,
skip town.
Target, are you going back to the tavern?
Yeah, dude. I haven't been to the tavern yet. I haven't had a drink.
Okay, so on the way there, I'm gonna tell him, hey, I'll meet you there in a bit.
You see saffrish eyes gazing at you.
But like, I told him this, like, freaking over here.
Yeah. But I just mean that as you're walking through town,
Oh, okay.
you feel the gaze of the saffrish infantry watching you.
Did I have the same gaze on me as I was walking through?
What? Yeah, you feel like they're all looking at you. Like,
Both of us,
there's
right?
yeah.
Okay.
They're interested in everybody.
I don't know what you want to do first.
You enter in Target and
Okay.
get a beer. I imagine.
Yep.
1 silver for your food and drink for the night.
Ben's gonna,
Friends! Oh, am I glad to see you.
Ben's gonna look up to Targrid, sigh. You want a drink?
Of course! I haven't had a drink yet. That
How
was,
much would 2 barrels cost?
Oh, now you're speaking my
Margaret.
language there, Minotaur.
Target.
Is that Tanya speaking to me?
Yeah, that's Target. Mr. Target.
Yes, Tanya.
Ben said that you were weak and that he could beat you at arm wrestling, even if you use both arms.
This
Oh!
little shit! This little
Minotaur.
monster!
No, I'll tell you
She's
right
trying
now,
to tear us
Tanya.
apart!
When Ben and I first met, he did beat me fair
So
and square in an arm
mischievous.
wrestling
I was there.
contest. You were there, that's right. Of course I remember.
Target starts like scratching his head, realizing that he was pretty
You
fucked
drink
up.
a lot.
No, anyways,
This is definitely
No, I mean, I
definitely
wasn't
little
there.
Paula.
Tell
Ben's
me
gonna look up
about
to
it.
Targrid. Ben's gonna look at Targrid.
Target just has a confused look on his face, and then
Ben
he just looks over
Yeah.
to the bar woman, wherever the fuck you call her.
woman, we need some ale over here.
It'll be over. And with that, she's gonna start bringing drinks over to you.
How much
Uh,
would 2 barrels cost?
That'd probably be about a gold.
Okay. I'll get a barrel for me and a barrel for Targrid.
Okay.
Good man.
And I'm also
Count
gonna
me.
tell him the halfling taught the girl to lie. Or is it trying to teach the girl to lie? I can't tell
No,
anymore.
he didn't.
So now we're gonna have some more problems and drama being made from the girl. Great.
Nope. He
Just
didn't,
exactly what we need.
he didn't teach me that.
Target walks up to Tanya.
I'm gonna have Tanya do a deception check against you.
Tanya-
I will do it.
Target taps her on does like a very light tap on her head and says,
Tanya, I'm gonna let you know right now. Do not lie to me, girl.
I would
Yeah.
never. It's an 18. I'm sorry, it's 19.
This is amazing.
I would never. She says immediately, with the most heartfelt sincerity that you felt ever since your mother sent you off to war.
Good girl. Now let us enjoy
I
our food
would
and drink.
never.
I have never
Where
made
is
a better
your
decision.
door? Where the fuck is the dwarf?
Oh god, this is gonna be a headache now.
He needs to step in and fucking take care of the kid.
Anyway,
Vindel.
you guys are doing your thing in the bar, kind of roughhousing around. Tanya's lying as much as she physically can.
Ugh.
She's practicing right now, dude. Now's the time for her to, test it out. This is part of her getting that +1. She's got to just fucking do it all day. Meanwhile, Baravor, what are you doing?
On the way, I really wish I had time to kind of be mischievous on my own when everyone was in the town was in one location, but someone had to be saved.
Yeah, so inconvenient.
Yeah, very
For me.
inconvenient for me. So on the way back, I just see this like altar, like and just bags. So I go in there, and like what do I see?
So looking immediately, you see kind of some offerings that are on it. There's a couple of silver pieces kind of on the altar, a number of candles all about it. There is a kind of a rusty older knife. It looks real old. It looks fairly well taken care of, however. It's rusty, it's old, but like they're quite present to leave it out here. The statue is of a woman, probably middle-aged, like mother age. What do you want to do? Like a religion check?
Guess
on it or
like a
something?
religion check to see
Yeah.
what this is.
Yeah.
7.
7. Let's see. Give me a history check too. That might
History?
be something your
Okay, I'm
character
using
might be
fucking-
better at.
I'm getting out of roll 20.
I hate roll 20.
It's
That's
been
after
brutal,
using it.
man.
The dice are the fucking rolls are so fucky.
That's why.
Oh,
that's
it
why I
hit
use
the
in-game
fucking
dice.
ground. Ugh. I meant to keep rolling.
I have to keep rolling.
It's a 14.
You know that in this area from the studies that you had when you were younger, it's a common. You had to learn about the common gods of both the Saffrish and of like the men of Rue, and the ones that kind of come to you are there are two goddesses that this could be that are kind of worship more. Well, there's two gods that you really know about from the Saffrish, not goddesses, but one's a god, one's a goddess, and they were the ones that were kind of drilled into your head for the most part. One was Salune, which is the god of toil and decadence, but also, actually no, that would have been the Saffrish god that you would have known about. The two principality gods that you know about would probably be Exus, god of fair trade and greed, and then Hadra, god of rebirth and stagnation.
Say the first one again. Well, say both of them again.
So the first one is Exus, god of fair trade and of greed. And then the other one is Hadra, so Haedra, goddess of rebirth and stagnation.
Okay. Can I do an investigation check on the dagger?
Sure. Either perception or investigation, either one.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, fuck. What just happened?
I had a.
Oh, did someone flip the table?
Somebody unlocked one of the pieces.
Oh.
So I
Might
gotta
have been me.
reload it. Gotta do it again.
Ah, do I have to play Sims again with all these characters? Damn it.
No, so I'm not gonna reload it all the way. I'm just pressing Control Z until it goes back to when it wasn't unlocked.
That was my bad.
All right, you're good.
Okay, so investigation or perception?
Or perception. They'll tell you different things about it. This
Which
would
do I
probably be a
have more?
perception for what you're probably wanting it for.
Well, I mean, I would have chosen investigation.
Investigation would kind of tell you like hidden stuff that's around
okay.
you. If you're trying to figure out what this dagger is, there'd probably be more perception or maybe insight.
19 for a perception 20.
So looking at it, you can tell that this is regularly used. However, it's kind of left here. Looking at it, you can see the tiniest traces of wheat and grapes and barley kind of material is on this. It seems that this is used to cut plants, although it's a weapon. So you know that this would not be a good scythe or something. Probably putting two and two together, it is most likely a ritual artifact combined with not artifact, but it's a ritual item used in reference to this goddess somehow.
Okay, and then can I also open up the, like, do I know what's in the offerings bag? Like,
No, I mean you can open it.
yeah, I'll open it.
Looking inside, you see it's kind of filled with a number of little trinkets, wood carvings, smaller figurines of the goddess, and you can see that kind of carved along their backs are names. Joshua, Saxon, Don, like stuff like that. Seems that they have names carved in the back of them.
Okay. And are the candles lit?
No, they're not lit.
Okay, so I'm gonna just pop a couple silver in the bowl and then light 3 candles
Okay.
and then do a quick sharp breath out of my nose just and then turn around and walk away.
Okay. The town explodes. You figured it out. You figured the puzzle out. They all die. Alright. Anything else you do in Baravor?
It'd be like shady stuff, but I don't think this is the time to get in trouble anymore.
Unethical.
This is the time to get into
Do you head back to the bar? The tavern?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, so you head back in. You come in, and the first thing you see is the Minotaur and...
Stop at the hand.
The Minotaur and your good big friend, Targrid, sitting at a table, drinking, and kind of just slamming wine.
Wine.
Wine, it's their specialty. They're slamming wine.
A barrel of
they are-
wine, you're gonna be gone.
Well, it's a barrel of like watered down wine. Like this is like ordered a barrel of like just wine that like drinking wine. So like, that's what they gave them. They've drank a lot of it. That being said, they're also having an arm wrestling contest. When Tonja sees you, she looks at you and says, "Vindel bets you 23 gold that Target will win."
Is that something he actually did? Can I just look at Vindel?
Vindel. Yeah, louder. You're silent.
All you see is me, head dead against the table, wheezing, out of breath, slamming my fist against the table. I cannot stop laughing to even address you.
Okay, what is...
He says yes, it's true.
I don't think that's what he said, Tonja.
Tonja uses a deception check against you. You can roll an insight against her, or you can take the if she gets above 10, she wins. Your choice.
I just rolled.
What's your insight?
I got a 12.
All right, I'll roll it in public. This is a +1.
Oh no.
You don't believe her.
I just look around and I'm just like, Tonja, don't do that to me. Do it to them.
I'll never lie to you again.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Tonja. And then I'll go to the to the bar.
Okay.
Like, and I was like, "Good luck, big fellow," but I don't indicate like which one.
All right, you guys
Ah, nice.
continue this throughout the night. It gets dark. Tanya makes a habit of quite
Pathological
literally
lying.
to each and every person that comes through the door. She tells a different variation of a lie to.
What have you
Are
done,
we the
Mikey?
only people in this like tavern right now?
No, there's a couple of more. Like most people are scared home, but there's a couple more people that come in.
Can it like can we do perception check to see if any of them are like talking about the mines?
Sure.
Maybe someone else do that as well if since we're
Yeah, I got you, Chief.
Who's perception? I have 2 in
I'm
perception.
only allowed two.
Me.
well you're drinking so
Also,
Let-
I'm gonna roll for the intensity of Tanya's lies. So this will just be her deception check again, and we'll see how intense her lies go, because it might get out of hand.
Nice,
Two
Mark.
pretty good perception checks.
Okay,
Born a
12.
pathological liar.
Cool.
I got an 18. Mark got a 24.
Okay, so first off, you hear Tanya lie to somebody just immediately and say, "Miss Pritchett says you're cute," and the guy believes her, and then starts going kind of like awkwardly flirting around with the tavern lady, who's just kind of like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm doing good." Tanya's very proud. That's the first thing that you notice. Other things in regards to the mines. So who got the 24?
I did.
Okay. They say that after Adelard went down there with a couple of men to check out what was going on, he came back with, well, just himself. Rumor has it he might have killed them down there and left them. That's why I don't work over the quarry with them. Can't trust Adelhard. He's a cold bastard, that. I agree. Meanwhile, Baravor, you hear that one of the people are sitting there saying, like, "What do you think's happening to her ladyship? To the Ruma?" "I don't know. I hope she's okay. Haven't seen her head on a pike. You don't think they kill a pregnant woman, do you?" "Lord, I hope not." That's kind of the extent of what you kind of gather.
God damn it, Ben! In the background.
Grunting sounds. Let's see. Meanwhile, night is coming. Tanya has spent every waking second that she can lying to as many people as she physically can.
You were born a pathological liar, Mark.
It's part of training how to be a liar. You gotta be good at it.
This is by far the single best decision I've made in the entire campaign.
It's what you wanted to do. With that, a certain individual that you left behind back in town, and kind of like a jilted lover, left a note by their literal bedstand in the hotel, the tavern. Waddles his short, stubby legs through the door.
My happy ass.
As what you see is, first off, Target and Ben have degenerated to the point of just grunting and kind of pushing each other. And they've drank 2 barrels of wine. Well, not wine, but watered down wine. Still wine. Tanya looks at you, and she immediately thinks if she should lie to you or not. Give me an odd or even number. Odd or even?
Odd.
Odd. She decides to not lie to you. Oh, Mr. Bjorn's hammer, right?
Yes,
I got it.
Tanya. Hello.
Hi. Well, how are you? The letter that you received kind of explained the situation as such. The group has come to this town to under the pretense that they are here to reopen the quarry, But in reality, they are working for the Baron to uncover a magical device or artifact that he believes may be here, in order to kind of increase his power in the region against his political rivals. And the pay is 1,000 gold.
Wow. That'd be real nice.
Also, Tanya's here.
Also, of course, as she is, she got dragged along. I see they gave you wine. I'm assuming that was the halfling's decision, considering how no one else seemed to be able to take care of you besides him.
Oh, Mr. Vindel, yeah, he's been teaching me lots.
Oh,
Or has he?
all right. My character gives a light chuckle and says, "Well, considering his roguish attitude, I'm assuming he's probably teaching you deceit and the like."
No. She just says no.
My character stares at her for half a second. Can I just make an insight check?
Sure.
Oh.
$21.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this out real quick and show you what I got.
Please. Let's go!
Let's go!
She technically meets you at 21, but it's a critical. So
Oh.
there's a certain quality of the simplicity of a lie.
Mhm.
It's just so like she doesn't try to elaborate, she doesn't try to explain. She says no. And as far as you're concerned, like, oh well, maybe he's not teaching her deception.
Does
Maybe not.
Vindel, do you just have a shit-eating grin on your face?
Oh, absolutely, undyingly.
I just kind of nod and smile.
Vindel's
at
been
myself.
drinking a lot.
I just kind of
He-
nod and smile at myself. Well, that's good at least.
He has the giggles.
He has the giggles.
That's what my brother called it.
I'm gonna order a drink and then sit down at the table in between
Alright.
Tanya and Vindel.
Okay. Also, when you came in, you noticed there were Saffir soldiers here.
Of course, not surprising. I probably encountered some on the road too, didn't I?
You would have saw a couple, but they're heading off to other locations.
My character definitely needs to drink after riding by himself and then witnessing both
Oh,
the
assuming you got a horse, you waddled.
Oh, yeah, riding, aka Monty Python.
Your ass waddled.
I Monty Pythoned my way here.
How did you do coconuts?
Is this in, or is this just like a
This is just a drinking house.
drinking house? Okay,
Uh,
and then
before you
the inn
remember-
is
The inn has been taken over by the Saffrish.
the Giant's Bane. Okay, so we gotta find somewhere else to.
Running to get my laptop charger. Hold on.
Okay.
You could camp out in the wilderness, outside the walls, or inside the walls if they permit you.
Probably the best bet is to try and see if they'll let us stay in town for the night.
Well, I don't see why not. Like, they don't know who lives here, who doesn't.
Well, it might be suspicious if you guys are just making camp in the middle of town. It means you don't have a house here.
Oh, that's true.
No, we're just taking Tanya on a nice camping trip because she's never been camping, but we don't want to take her outside the walls.
I've been camping.
Mark, what have you done?
Did Tanya just say, I've been camping?
Yeah. I've been camping.
Well,
Okay,
a
well,
little bit away from town is just as safe as inside town.
we can go. I don't know if I was gonna. The closest I've been, like, I haven't seen any of this area where the Blue Hand is. I have seen this, and I've saw probably trees and other stuff. So
Yeah.
I'd recommend here, but it's up to you all.
We also never told that one guy about the sawwood,
Oh yeah.
and it's about evening time.
Who did he say? Who did she say?
Volmar, the town steward.
Okay, so while they're drinking, because I haven't been drinking that heavily,
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave, and I'm gonna go find him.
Anybody going with him?
Nah.
Nah. Okay.
I don't really know what he's doing, so.
You're out.
Just tell him. Well, before I leave, I'm gonna say, hey, well, only really Target would know, and I don't want to say like that. I just tell Target, hey, big fella, I'm going to go find the person that we need to have a little chat with.
Good luck.
Okay, all right, you
Tanya
too.
leans into your side, Fyodor, as Baravor leaves, and whispers, "He found a lady."
My character, halfway drinking it, chuckles and almost chokes on his mug, and then says, "I feel bad for the lady."
How does she know?
She just made up a lie that you found a lady.
Oh.
It's a pretty believable. It's a pretty believable bluff.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna roll insight for that one.
I don't want to roll a perception to see if I heard that on the way up. Just gonna-
Alright, you're outie. No, you heard it. How does she know?
No.
Is she a psychic?
What time is it? Because I wouldn't do this like at night.
It's approaching nighttime. It's starting to approach like people are starting to leave and like go inside.
But there's still people out.
There's still a couple of people milling about, yeah.
Okay. How do I find this guy?
Well, the town kind of center, like the room's house, well now Sire's house is here.
Oh shit.
Is there stuff floating for you guys?
What do you mean floating?
Yeah, the stuff, like the objects here are floating for me.
Okay, I'm just going to.
Shouldn't be.
Don't worry about it.
I guess I'll just walk over here. So he said the steward, so that's where the steward would most likely live?
It's the center of town. It's a big house.
Okay, so I'm just gonna walk, and just be nonchalant, just be on my business.
That gate would be closed.
The house didn't render in for me, that's why.
That gate is not closed?
It's closed.
Oh, it's closed.
They would have closed it.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get in some trouble. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna come over here. The bush should block me, but he'll see me. I'm just gonna come over here and just ask this guy.
This guy is finishing up. It looks like some work on some horseshoes. It looks like.
Is he a blacksmith too?
He is.
I'll ask him. Hello. What are you making? Some of this stuff looks pretty fine quality.
He looks at you, scoffs a little bit. I'm making horseshoes.
And the weapons on the rack? The hammer? The
Looks
mace?
behind him. I made a few of those things for the miners that were going down the quarry over there. However, after Adelard's last expedition, he kind of looks over at the man behind you. Not many men have been willing to take up the challenge.
So they never came back to pick up their weapons.
No, I made it in anticipation for them going down.
Okay, and you said the individual behind me has been there?
That's Adelard. He's the quarry foreman,
Okay. Alright. You have any, before I go speak to him for a moment, do you have any interesting arrows besides just a normal arrowhead and stick?
What other kind of arrow is there?
I mean, you can be pretty creative. Rumor has it that there's arrows that when you shoot, it sends out the shockwave and rocks and all these different
He
things.
blinks at you. Never heard anything like it.
I'll just so I can give him some coin. Well, either way, how much for 20?
But a gold.
Gold. I'll throw gold and 5 silver for helping me out. It's like a little bit extra for your good conversation.
Appreciate it.
All right, and I'm gonna turn around and talk. I was just fixing up my.
Come back over to this guy. He's kind of finishing up kind of washing his hands in a kind of a pail of dirty water.
Adelard, is it?
He kind of stops for a moment, looks around, stares at you. Don't remember giving you my name.
No, but the kind and skilled blacksmith behind me told me about you coming back from the mine and you didn't really have a pleasant time.
Pleasant is the softest way I would explain that, yes.
I do have interest in making, trying my best to investigate what's causing so much trouble at that location and maybe help out people like you and ones that you know there. Is there anything you can tell me about what's going on
Friend,
there?
I would recommend to you to avoid that mine at all costs and wait for some damn fools hired by the Sapphirs to wander down there and get themselves killed.
Well, I'm sure eventually some fools might be dumb enough to go ahead and do that. But they still want
have a
to.
death wish if they did.
I'm sure it would be, and they'd be idiots to take up the job offer. Is there anything you can tell me about why is it so dangerous? Have you seen anything in particular? What kind of injuries are the men sustaining, if any of them return at all? Because I have heard that oftentimes when people go inside, they don't come back out.
Thank God that Roosevelt came to
15 minutes to interact.
15 minutes and
Killed
then
it.
leave.
As an
Alright.
NPC.
Well,
My work schedule is still fucked and I still work mornings, so I haven't been
Yep.
able to do my workouts.
anyway, he looks you over. Give me a persuasion check to see if this guy's even willing to tell you anything.
Okay. Can it be with advantage? Because I said I'm helping him and his friends.
No,
Damn it.
incorrect.
Fuck! Hold on,
What
what's
is
my
it?
modifier? It's gonna be a 6.
If I tell you, friend, you'll think that you'll be smart enough and clever enough to go down there. Best if you never know and just avoid it.
Well, how about if I offer you some coin? This is rather important to me.
Kind of squints at you.
I can offer you some gold.
10 gold.
10 gold.
Yep.
How about I give you half?
Nope.
You tell
10
me,
gold.
and well, depending on the details of the
10 gold.
10 gold.
Kind of looks at you.
What is coin after all? I give him 10. Please be very specific.
His eyebrows kind of go up as you hand him the gold, and he kind of squints at you. You really are intending to go down there, aren't you?
No. Just think of me as just a private investigator trying to.
I'm not a damn fool. No one is going to come over and ask me what's in the mines for rumors and whatnot if they're just here to gossip.
Well, then I'll tell you this: if someone who gives you 10 gold so willingly for information might be very good at his job at acquiring more, either by peaceful means or more invasive and violent means.
Are you threatening me?
No. I'm just saying that if I am stupid enough to go in there, maybe I am the exact person to go in there to solve your problems, your friends' problems, and anybody else who's related to it.
Kind of rubs his chin, takes his pipe out, puts some stuff in it, lights it up, takes a puff. Fine. Spiders are down there. Big fucking spiders. Big as your torso. Killer things. Poisonous as can be. Killed one man with a single bite. Watched them suck the life right out of him. There's a good number of them too.
Okay, thank you. How many would you say there are?
It's a fucking nest as far as I'm concerned. As soon as we knocked through that wall, all hell broke loose. A few adventurers came from Deluvant first time, died, Another group of adventurers came from Delevant, hired by that baron of theirs. Died. One escaped, went back to tell the baron, probably tell him to get stuff that he's not going back down there. Just waiting for the third groups of damn fools sent by the baron to come by.
I understand. Can you tell me a little bit about the location? How does it look? If there's spiders, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of spider webs.
As soon as you go through the crack in the wall, in the D-shaft mind, you're going to find pretty immediately that you're in trouble. Well, at least that was for us. Who knows by this point? They're animals after all. They go to wherever the food's the greatest.
Sorry, hold on, I'm writing this down.
Okay. Only thing that saved my life was the torch in my hand. Dropped it, lit a bunch of rags on fire, scared the bastards away. Seemed to have an aversion to it.
I was thinking the same thing. Alright, so when you lit your torch up, they were hesitant to approach you? Did they keep their distance?
When I dropped my torch, I had it in my hands, and so did the other two when they were attacked. Didn't seem to care much about it then, but as soon as the fire began to go out of control, burning on the rags and whatnot, they scattered real quick.
Is there anything else that is important to hear?
Pretty much the whole story.
Okay, well, completely unrelated, my friend. Do you know where I can buy a lot of rags and oil in this town?
He just blinks at you. He thinks about it. Only bastard, I think, crazy enough to have anything burnable, probably that orc Grom on the side of town.
Let's go. Okay.
Just outside the walls.
I think I do remember seeing an orc stepping into this down earlier today. Is there anything you can tell me about him, and where does he live? Does he live right by that building that was outside?
Right outside the main gate. Yeah, big tree near the olives. And that's not, sorry, not the olives, near the grape plantation.
Okay, and can you tell me anything about him? Anything that I'm dealing with? Because
he's strange.
Strange? Like violent strange? Because I know some orcs may be...
He's just odd. Not violent, which is strange for an orc that he's not violent in the first place. However, he's... I suppose eccentric would be the word that the Lady Rumor would have used.
Okay, and if he's living out of town, he looks kind of isolated out there. Is he more of a keeps to himself, introverted fellow?
He doesn't talk to many people. Very rarely comes to town.
If he does come to town, for what reasons?
Food.
Food. And what do you think is the best way to start a conversation with him, if at all?
Kind of cocks his head to the side a little bit. I don't talk to the man. Couldn't be able to tell you, honestly. Anything I tell you would be just speculation.
Alright. Well, I greatly appreciate this, Adelard. You might be saving a lot of lives here with us.
Or I might be killing you and any damn fool friends you plan to take down there.
But hey, at least you were able to get 10 gold out of this situation, and possibly from a dead man. What loss is it to you?
I'd rather there be no dead men on my conscience. So do your best to come back so I don't have to worry, spend the 10 gold drinking.
I'll tell you this, when I come back, I'll buy you a drink.
How about you buy yourself 2 drinks? I don't like the stuff usually. I only drink it when I'm depressed.
Ah, okay. Alright, well, sounds good. I will see you when I come back.
Alright, with that, you head off.
Alright,
Where
I
are
go
you
back
going
to
now?
the...
To the group? Okay.
Yeah. I just go right back to the bar.
Alright.
They're doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, they're doing. Some of them have passed out by this point. Are you guys doing your long rest? You sleeping? Trying to work out a deal with Ida, maybe? Sorry, with Pritchett.
Do we needed to know that?
Staying in the tavern for the night.
We needed to know that. Holy crap!
Beds, technically.
Yeah, we could do that.
That was Wow, I'm glad I did that.
It's easier than trying to sleep in the woods.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
I don't usually have people sleeping in my bar.
Oh my god, I completely forgot to talk to the steward.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god. I would
Too late
remember that
now.
though. I would have so remembered that though.
Okay, you can go back. We can go
God,
back.
I feel bad though. I'm making everyone wait.
What? Well, how are you gonna tell him? He's in this big building.
I'm just going to. Can I? Okay, can I? Fuck. I don't want to just sneak in. That's so sus. He doesn't even know me. So I'll just I'll knock on the gate.
Okay. Clang, 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 clang. And what? The person that answers is a White Eagle soldier. What?
Oh, may I ask what who lives at this establishment? I know it's a change of authority here. I haven't really seen your face. Who lives here? Because I know the inn has been, a lot of people in the inn that were staying there, kind of had to leave.
Sarah Madriza is the current residence of this house.
Ah, okay. And who I believe someone else lived here before, because she just moved in, right? So who's here before?
I do like just a person like bought a house and moved in. Kind of looks at you for a second. The former feudal lord of this area had a few retainers that are also staying here.
Ah, okay. Well, I can't imagine, based on looking at the inn, I can't imagine they're still in this building, right?
He just stares at you. What do you want?
Look, I'm just trying to have a conversation with a couple people. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. There's a lot of people moving around, and I just want to. I usually go up to people and just have a good conversation.
Well, I'll tell you this: everything is fine. Return to your home, have a good night's sleep, and then in the morning, go out and pick grain or whatever it is you peasants do.
There's no way I can talk to maybe, let's just say, the steward, have a conversation with him. Just to have a few questions. We'll just have a few questions about the town, just what's going on, and where a few people.
You don't live here.
I'm in the process of moving out. Things have been.
Why would you care?
Well, like I said, I have a lot of friends here. They have questions, and we're trying to figure out what's happening here. And we just want to speak to the steward about some basic things like the trade of the town, where some deliveries are going to be going, some economic.
Oh shit. He looks at you. How about you come inside and we can have a conversation,
It's getting late. I know. I've been getting some strange looks from.
I'll walk you home. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Look, is there no way we can meet out in the courtyard? It's gonna be very quick. It's gonna be some very boring, just.
Come on in. If it'll be quick, it will be no trouble at all.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna get in this situation again. Okay. No. You see, yeah, I'll tell you what. You said tomorrow morning he's gonna be out and about?
Maybe, may not. Very busy.
Well, just, can you give him a message for me then?
Sure.
Tell him that the townsfolk are inquiring on some economic status of the town, the trades, and that the normal I'm trying to word this out. I didn't expect this. The running of the town hopefully should be running as smooth as a fresh, fresh sand downed log of wood. Okay, it's just a saying that that some of us have here.
Squints at you.
And if you were to go see, you know, the how smooth this wood is, then he'll see everything is going to be just fine. Again, just a figure of speech, but he would get it. He will get it when you tell him this. I don't know.
All right, I'll be sure to tell him that.
Do I want to write it down and then I can?
No.
No. Okay.
He
Right, well,
wants to
thank
stare
you.
at you.
I guess I just give him like a couple silver. I don't know. For
He looks at you holding out the silver, and then he just stares at you, and then he just closes.
Alright, well then, fuck. I guess I just go home.
All right, the rest of you negotiate with Pritchett. She's pretty steep on her rate for letting you guys sleep there. It is going to cost you 5 gold to set up camp in her tavern for the night.
That was intense.
All together.
Yep.
Okay.
In total.
What the fuck? I don't get this.
Right. You wake up. Long rest complete.
I already have my full health, so.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
What
You wake
day?
up. You
like,
have breakfast. You drink a little bit. Stuff, etc. happens. You're all down there. You're enjoying breakfast together, I suppose.
Ben's probably gonna be like the last to probably wake up. And what day is it? Like exactly? Is there a way I can figure that out?
This would be, let's say, Wednesday.
Like the date in the month,
Harvest season.
like the 23rd of harvest season.
It'd probably be towards the end, so I'd say probably the 21st.
21st of harvest season. Let me check something.
Ninja Kid, hold on. Yoshi, you there?
Oh shit! We gotta kill him. Gotta harvest the meat. Yeah, I don't know why some models and objects aren't loading for me. Kind of big oof.
It might not be specifically to you. It might just be something like the map that fucked up with.
Maybe.
Ben's probably wake up like a big yawn, realize like what day it is. Kind of a grim kind of a cage kind of would probably fall over his being. He'd probably grab some food to like go.
Mm-hmm.
Shake his kind of like a depressed wave to the rest of the group, and he's gonna kind of walk out and then kind of come up to this hill that kind of overlooks the town.
Vindel, Tanya kind of leans over to you. Is the cowman sad?
Mark.
You say anything back, Mark? I suppose he doesn't. His mic broke. Nice.
Hot.
Hot take. I tell her yes. She confirms this. Fix your mic. Anyway, Baravor, target. Ben leaves. What do? You follow him or you just kind of let him go?
Yeah,
Target's
Ninja Cat,
groggy.
don't say stuff like that in
Okay.
chat, man.
He wakes up. He's like,
Hold on, just don't take this
Oh,
personal.
he's got it. He's a big man.
All right, Ben. Do you want to explain what you're doing, or just kind of say that you left?
I'm gonna
Sure, I'll explain.
Time out you so I can just remove that from chat.
He kind of finds a little spot overlooking the hill, like overlooking the town a bit. He takes out from his satchel, and a picture. None of you know what's on the picture, and he kind of like sets it up on with like a little rock set, so the picture's kind of like perched up a little bit, and then he's just gonna start playing and singing like a song.
Okay.
And I mean that's all the information that like
Yep.
I'd give unless someone came out for now. So
So, Baravor, Targrid, Vindel, if you could fix your goddamn mic, you little gremlin. What are you guys doing?
Oh,
Hey, big
oh,
fella.
so
Oh, sorry, go.
it was a pretty long night. What happened?
Well, you tell me. Did you... The most important thing that happened last night was who won the arm wrestle between you and the Ben fellow.
Look, there's always three sides to a story. Ben's, Tigrid's, and the truth, aka Tigrid's. I was victorious.
I don't doubt it for a second. Alright, well, I will say there are things that we have to talk about endeavors that we are about to embark on. But for that, friend, we need our morning coffee with wine or whatever they have in here. Of course. Or just, you know, we don't need the coffee. We just need really the drink. I feel like I missed out on a good drinking night with you. So how about we start off with some morning mimosas? I'm sure you don't have a hangover. And if you do, you could just drink it away.
That sounds pretty good, alright?
I'm gonna get 2 drinks.
You guys get all the drinks that you want. I'm gonna say that's gonna be included in the 5 gold that you did.
Okay. Is Mark still?
What?
So broke, Mark.
Oh, he's fixed it.
Oh, alright. So, let's try to remember everything that happened. So, Baravor, do you want to tell Vindel about the madam?
Oh, yeah, about that. Last night I wasn't really able to tell the steward about it. He's behind the gates and high walls. I don't want to press my luck for that night. They offered me inside, but it was it was the same building that the Saffrish guards are in, and also the main Saffrish woman that arrived here. So, she's probably stayed by the sawmill alone, waiting for him, but no one showed up. Also, I'm saying this quietly, but is there anyone else that can hear us?
Not many people are in the tavern this early. Probably no one, actually. Fyodor, again, he's just sleeping as a log, not even down there. Just sleeping for the rest of the day. Very sleepy, man. He's probably got insomnia or something.
I'm gonna steal all his fucking gold from him. Alright. So I think we have, we might need to go check out that place. Where's Ben?
A Minotaur, he left a little bit ago.
Tonja, I guess I wasn't paying attention. Tonja, did you see him? Vendel?
What?
Where did Ben go?
He went off to the sawmill.
The sawmill. Oh.
Actually, I have no idea. He just left. He just
left?
left. As far as
Oh.
I'm concerned.
I have no idea. He walked out the door.
Okay, well, either way, so I can... Again, there's no one in this town?
There's no
Or
one
in this
tavern.
town, in this tavern?
Pritchett, I mean, but she's back in the kitchen.
She's all the way back there. Okay, so I'm gonna... I guess since we're all spread out on 4 tables, I'm gonna sit down in the chair and just have like a huddle thing. And then I'm gonna tell him the info about the mine, the spiders, the poison, a report of them killing one person, sucking the life out of them. The entrance right when we go into that no-go zone, that they are running into trouble. We might get into a fight with these very large spiders. Basically, it sounds like at the size of me, or maybe even Targrid, some of them. And that they, at the end of the day, or they're animals, they go where food is the greatest, scared of fire, and on the shopping list before we go, that if they see any rags, oil, and food, to purchase them. Also, where did he tell, so I can write it down, I forgot to write it down. Where did he tell us to buy? Oh, no, yeah. And then also, that there is, I remind them about the orc Grom, and then I'll just go into RP for this one. It's like, and then, so, and how to, I think one of the main ways we can possibly clear this area out of these spiders is rags, using rags and oil to light numerous fires, and maybe gather up some food to try to herd him into a specific location. I asked, what was his name? I asked the man,
Adelard.
Adelard, and he said that an orc, I think we all saw him on the way into town. Target, I'm almost certain you saw him. Grom, I believe. He might have these things, and that it's definitely on the to-do list for me, and if anyone else wants to join, to have a conversation with this fellow. Target, you might have, orc, you don't see too many of those. You might have a good conversation with him, and we could probably purchase his things from him. Well, at least the rags and oil.
Target kind of has an oh shit face when you bring up about Grom, and immediately starts looking for an excuse or a way to not go with you.
Don't
Yes,
blame
no, orc. I did talk to him.
Molotov, smart move.
He is a member, or was a member of the old orc tribe, and his tribe, and my former tribe. We're not in the best relations, and we didn't get off on the best foot. So I think it'd be for the best interest if you went without me to go speak to Grom and didn't even bring me up to him. I will go check on Ben and see if he's doing okay.
I'll do
Target,
it. I'll go talk to the orc. Tanya says.
Oh, Tonya, you want to come
Target
with?
scurries out the door.
No, I'll
First
do
of all,
that.
great idea.
Wait,
I'll
what?
do that by myself.
Tonya,
No,
you
no,
want to
let me go
speak?
with you. I've already kicked his door in once. He'll absolutely love that we show up.
Okay, so
She
you
looks at
two, you two want to go speak to the orc.
I do. I'm not sure if Vindel should come.
Why not?
I really need more flasks of oil to throw at these spiders.
I'll get them for you.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Tonya,
gonna hand Tanya some money. She's my new favorite.
Oh, how much money do you hand her?
I'm gonna give her, let's see. I've got a decent amount of GP. I'll give her 5.
5 gold? Okay.
Oh, okay. So Vindel,
This
you're
won't
not
be
coming.
enough.
If it's not enough, just come find me. I've got plenty more.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Okay, Tonya, do you want to come? Do you want to come with me so we can possibly make some Baravor cocktails? I have an idea on how I can put fire into. It's
No,
gonna
I'll
be great.
handle it.
No. We're gonna go do it
No,
together.
you go get the food.
Oh,
No. The food anybody can get.
Yeah, you're anybody. Go get the food.
No, Tonya,
What the
you
fuck is it?
are coming with me. We're both gonna go talk to the orc. This is some
No,
serious
I'm
business.
gonna talk to the orc.
No, because
terrible. And I'm gonna show him one of the because you weren't actually here for this session where I threw one of these. I don't think. Well, no, you were. Remember when I set the whole city on? Yeah, you were there because it set the
Yeah.
whole city on fire. Right? Yeah. Look. She's seen.
you got me
make-
detained.
I didn't get you detained. You got detained.
Yeah, everybody
Look.
got detained except for Target.
And Ben.
And I'm just gonna show him the bottles. She's seen me make these. She knows the ingredients. It'll be fine. I promise.
Okay,
She
you know what?
nods.
I don't care what happens. Tonya, you can come with or not. I'll meet you there. I'm gonna go
No.
talk to the orc.
No, I want to talk to the
And I
orc.
just walk away.
No, she runs. She runs. She runs as fast as she can. She runs as fast as she can past you. She's going as hard as her little legs can.
Tripper.
I'm gonna trip her.
Trip him.
I'm gonna trip her.
Okay, then she tries to trip you.
Okay.
The
This is gonna
fuck?
be.
I'm gonna trip a
acrobatics
12-year-old
check.
girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in public. Fuck it. She has no increase on acrobatics, but we'll see. Here's her die. So you gonna roll with me? Or you
Yeah.
gonna-
Hold on, let me
you
get my other.
scared boy?
No. I'll do it here.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a +5 to that too.
Yeah, you trip her. She goes dress first, face into the ground.
oh my god.
Vendo, she fell. She's running too fast and she just fell. That's how you lie, you little shit. All right, then I will keep walking.
And then, as you're going by, hold on, we'll come back a little bit more. Let me do a check real quick. Just a simple little check.
Oh shit! What did I do?
You're gonna get caught for tripping a child.
The crime.
All right.
The-
Well, I did a medical check. Okay. You hear something go crunch and it'll kind of a sound.
Oh god damn it.
Tonja.
She's
Tonja.
still. She's not moving.
You just
Vendo,
fucking kill
something
her.
happened.
And we don't gotta worry about the curse anymore. Woo!
I swear to God, if you just killed this child.
I'm telling you, she just fell.
High perception check.
What do you do, Baravor? Or are you just kind of like?
I'm gonna do a medical check on her.
Okay, yeah, give it to me.
9. That's a +1, so 10.
Okay. What was your perception check, Vindel?
22.
Okay. Yeah. So you're the first one to notice it. She had been, as you kind of come over Baravor and kind of begin checking her out, like, oh my god, what have I done? She gets up really fast, and a small bag of crushed grapes she then slams into your face and then immediately scampers off.
You little shit! I start sprinting. I start sprinting.
Yeah, she's going real hard too.
I'm sprinting.
Oh my god.
She got the roll I did, I was rolling to see her deception to see how good she would be able to make that lie. She got a 19 + 1. So she did a 20 in that deception. So yeah, she's booking it as fast as she can.
I'm running
Surely
right
you're not gonna
behind
get
her.
outrun by a little girl.
As she gets here, she got a head start. She turns around and slams the gate.
I immediately, no stop whatsoever. I just jump over the wall, like just
Give me
hardcore parkour.
Give me an athletics check.
Where's my dice?
I just look at Target from under the tree, kind of across. I assume Target's seeing all
16.
this.
Hold on.
I'm trying to ask where they saw the Minotaur go.
You said acrobatics?
No, athletics.
Isn't that acrobatics?
No, that's a pure jump. That's a vertical jump, like 20 feet.
I thought he said he was
That's like
part. I thought he
fucking-
said he
I'm
was parkouring.
parkouring. Like I'm literally like I find the
No.
Parkour.
yeah.
This is a vertical. Okay, you're trying to clamber up it.
So this is what I'm
The
doing.
entire
I'm
roll.
literally I'm already sprinting. I jump on the wall and then I use one of the legs to jump up again and then I get to my hands and I literally do like a flip over so then I can land on the other side and then do a landing roll. Like it's literally one fluid movement.
You tell me what your role is, and I will tell you how that turns out.
It's a 16.
Okay.
Plus whatever.
Okay, sure. Your athletics. Do your, I guess, acrobatics check. It's going to be a much higher difficulty to do that because this is just a straight vertical wall.
Okay, yeah, 21.
21. You get up it, but you're like kind of at the edge. You do not do like a flip or anything, but you're kind of like getting up here. And by the time you get up here, Tonja is already.
With a 21? Okay, all right, fine. Well, I land.
It's
and
almost like walls are designed to not be climbed up.
It's hardcore parkour.
It's
All right,
almost
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah. You're the boss. You're the
designed
boss.
that they
All right,
don't do
so
that.
yeah, okay. Now what? I start sprinting again.
She's also sprinting. She's way
Yeah.
ahead of you. She kind of skids around.
Then I shoot a bullet at her.
She probably just goes.
I shoot a
right
bullet at
into
her. I'm kidding.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
go
kidding. I'm
ahead.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Kill her. You ain't got much health. She stays here. She looks back at you and goes, and then straightens her dress and then walks over the door and knocks. And she like gestures for you to go hide.
Me hide?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hide.
I don't want to hide.
She looks at you like, and then she knocks on the door and puts on a very pleasant face.
All right, I am just going to So I don't get seen by the windows. I'm just gonna
Okay.
hide. And just crouch and go. No, earshot distance. I'm like prone here. Or crouching.
Okay. So as he comes up to the door, he opens it and looks down. What do you want? Hi there, Mr. Grom, right?
Put your hand out of the way.
My name's Tanya. Nice to meet you. Why would I care? Because I have a very interesting offer to give you. She smiles and grins at him. What kind of offer? And she thinks about it for a second. I'm gonna make her do an intelligence check to see how, or wisdom check. See how smart she is. 19. That's apparently really smart. I have some associates that are planning to go into a interesting ruin where there's treasure. You look like a man who likes treasure, sir. Squints at her. What kind of dungeon? She looks at him. A very big one and very old. Looks around. Come inside. And she walks inside. Baravor, are you going to attempt to like listen into this conversation?
Yeah, the entire fucking time.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception check.
14 plus, I think it's 1. Yeah, so 15. It's decent.
All right, so Tanya is going to quickly look around the room, kind of get a gist of it. It's going to come back over here. So what's this offer you have? Well, my associates
Associate, she's
need, and then she remembers to the best of her abilities what you wanted. And she gets a solid 10, pretty average. We need oil. And she looks around. Poison? I don't have poison. 2 oils. More if you have it. Why do you need oil? We need it to get past the door to the dungeon. The door needs oil to get past? Yes. It's got very... and I'm going to roll for her again. See how clever she is, how good she is at deception. Okay. It's an ancient mechanism with hinges. And he kind of looks at her for a second. An ancient door with hinges that you need oil to open. Yes, absolutely. And what do I get if I give you this oil? And she looks at him. The hinges. And he looks at her, and she looks at him, and I'm gonna roll just a competition check between the two of them. Ancient hinges, huh? That could go with my project. And a bit of oil won't go missing. Fine. You'll get, as long as I get my hinges, I can part with a bit of oil. But you better not be lying to me, girl. I don't lie. And then he, sure enough, hands over 3 flasks of oil to her. At which point she says, "Thank you very much, Mr. Grom. Have a lovely day." And then walks out. She walks this way, looks at you with a kind of like her eyes are kind of like narrow. And she's got this big kind of fucking derpy grin, like, and she just hands you the oil.
3. Oh. Okay. Was that it? Where are the rags?
She squints at you.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
can- you
They're
can
just
get
rags. No, that's fine. We can honestly get rags anywhere, but that was good. There's a lot of potential for you. I'll never forget this moment, and I will get you back one day. I promise you.
Yep.
But no,
Good.
you did good, and yeah, I decided to leave it up to faith and trust, and
Oh,
I've been
did you?
rewarded for it.
Did you?
Yes, that's why I let you. I let you lead the entire way. I wanted to give you
Oh,
an
yeah.
opportunity to, show us what you're capable of, and you demonstrated some of it here today. So you're welcome.
It's
you are
okay.
welcome for that opportunity.
Aside from Mr. Vindel seeing me embarrass you, I won't tell anyone.
I don't know what you're talking about. This was an opportunity. You passed the test. Good job, Tanya.
She still has that really dumb-looking smile on her face.
I'm gonna do a deception check. I'm gonna do a fucking deception check right now. I'm doing a deception check.
All right, she'll do an insight check. I'll make it
Okay.
public so you can see it. Again, she has no insight training, so it's just her against you.
Fuck.
12.
Nope. Just no.
She walks by you, pats you on the shoulder. It's okay, Mr. Baravor. And walks right past.
I just walk. I just go.
She gets over to the gate. Oh yeah, I closed this. This opens from the other side. She looks around.
I'll
She walks this way.
just take the long way.
Yeah, they take a long way. Anyway, Mr. Vindel, Mr. Targrid, are you doing anything of import?
Trying to figure out where Ben went.
Okay, you're just searching around. Give me an investigation check.
I was gonna go ask this some people around. They saw a big fucking minotaur go.
Yeah, he
somewhere.
went that way. They say pointing up to the hill.
Okay, do you still want an investigation check?
Nah, you could probably follow him pretty easily after that.
I'm gonna stay here.
Vindel, you do anything?
Oh, I am just laughing. I am at this point leaned against the tree that Tanya collapsed near, and I am just out of breath from today, waiting on them to return.
Excellent. All right. Meanwhile, Targrid, you walk up the hill, and you find Ben. Ben, it's been at least an hour since you went up
Slap
here by
the
yourself.
12-year-old? Oh my god, no.
What does Targrid see as he approaches you?
He'd still just see like a little rock feature, like the tiny little picture, and Ben still kind of playing like his lute and kind of singing a song. Like you could probably make out that it's a bit more of like a song of like a bit more of a war-ish song about like battle and honor and shit.
Okay.
You know, not stepping down from a fight.
Oh, those are Target's favorites. So, Target approaches. Within a certain range, he kind of starts hearing the music, and he's, enjoying it. Seems like it's again, like you just described it. He approaches Ben, and when he gets up there, he just kind of listens and waits for him to finish the song that he's currently playing. But as he's kind of still listening and respecting him playing the song, he's going to kind of like get next to him and just plop a seat. And I'm hoping, or whatever, from my angle, I can see the picture that he has perched on those rocks. Do I know what that picture is now?
So the picture is kind of like more of like a middle-aged, like it's like a drawn portrait, cameras and shit aren't a thing. So it's a portrait of like an older-looking man, long black hair, kind of roughly short-ish beard. He's human.
Okay.
It's just a portrait of that man. He's in like a very nice kind of like up-get, not like a suit, but like he looks very room-esque, I could put it.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever you want your song to end or whatever.
Ben will finish the song and just kind of let out a sigh.
Target peers over at Ben and says, Minotaur, we didn't know where you went, and I was a little bit still under the effects of last night, but I'm glad to know that you're doing okay. What are you doing out here? Playing that song, having this painting of this man.
Ben will look away from kind of the picture and Lude, and say, "Oh, Dargard. This is my father."
Puzzled look on Target's face.
Your father?
Mm-hmm. Adoptive parents, I should put it.
Hmm. So that's
I
your
don't-
birth father.
No. This is my adopted father. I do not know of my birth family, but he's the one that found me when I was a wee babe, and took me in and raised me as one of his own.
So humans adopted a minotaur like you?
Yes.
I don't think a human would ever adopt an orc like me.
I do not know his reasons or any of the such, but by the grace of gods, he did.
What would have happened, do you think, if you never would have been adopted by these humans?
I would have died in the woods. A child. Alone.
You left there by your birth parents?
That is what I suspect.
Not a good way to raise your babes for the minotaurs. At least orcs have a little bit more decency than that.
Target chuckles.
Ben chuckles a little bit too. Yeah, I suppose. You know, this is the day he died. Good, 10, 15 years or so ago. He taught me everything I knew.
Target has a look of remorse on his face as he puts his hand on Ben's shoulder.
It is good that you honor him in this way.
Thank you. If it wasn't for
Sure.
him,
Good.
not only would I be dead, but I wouldn't be half the man I was today.
I'm sure wherever he is now, I'm sure he's smiling upon you and happy that you still honor him in this fashion. All right, my friend, I will let you grieve alone, unless you want my company.
Thank you, friend. I will leave that decision to yourself. If you
Well,
enjoy
I
the music, you're welcome to stay.
I must say, minotaurs and orcs, I think we share a little bit of the same culture. The music you were playing was sweet music to my ears. I remember listening it back in my tribe home. It kind of brings up some bad memories, but for the most part, good ones. So I will sit here with you and rest in the moment and in the memory of your adoptive human father.
So the two of you kind of sit there. Another hour passes by. Eventually, you guys kind of begin gathering down again once you kind of complete your grieving process, Ben. Vindel has been left a laughing wreck
Just gonna
at
end
the
it.
tavern as everybody else begins to slowly kind of recoalesce near it. All right, so you've gathered together. It's your choice on what you guys want to do.
Oh, well, I stayed over there for a reason.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Yeah, Tanya came back. Well, I guess I made sure Tanya came back.
She's here.
And then I went over here because on the way back, I saw, like, carts and stuff.
Just going by there, you probably can see that in general there's some food stalls. There's this is a kind of a mill area. Is your intention to buy food?
Yes, but I came here because I didn't want to go specifically to the market. I
Yeah.
want to get basically wholesale, a lot of meat.
Meat?
Yeah, meat.
Okay. So you find a guy who, he's selling goats.
Yeah.
You want to buy a whole goat?
Yes. How much is it?
10 gold.
10 gold. Okay, well. What is your name?
Bonson.
Watson, okay, so, can you hold this for me? It's for Mr. B, okay?
Mhm.
Are you able to hold this goat here? And I promise you, before we leave town, I will purchase this.
I mean, I'll be here around this time every day, and if I have any goats left, I'll sell it to you.
Okay, kid, if I give you 2 gold right now, will you save this for me?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, just reserve it for 2, and I'll come back with the 8.
All right. You reserve 1 goat.
Why do we have a goat?
Are you not listening?
It's got meat. It's got meat.
We need
Oh
food.
no.
Meat goat.
We need the food for the... Okay, well, I come back.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I hate
The
hate
quarry
doing things on
is
my
in
own.
town, by the way. Like this over here is the quarry.
Where?
This is the quarry.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Hey, does
Oh,
anybody
that's
else-
it?
Yeah.
Hey,
That,
what are these objects right here?
Oh, I thought we
This
were
is just a black
leaving,
square
like,
for
on a
me.
whole fucking thing.
that's
Is
like
this-
a. Oh,
Is it
that.
supposed to be? Is it
It's
supposed to be a black
supposed to be
square?
black. It's supposed to be like an entrance.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what I
supposed to be a
thought.
black square. There's supposed to be rocks around it.
Oh.
So I see what
I-
you're talking about.
I got you. But yeah, some of the models fucked up for me.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well then, no.
Are you coming back to the group?
Yeah. Fuck it. I already said it. Whatever.
I mean, you can buy it. You can just buy the goat.
And then fucking paraded through town, and then.
Yeah. Buying and selling goats is fine.
Okay. I give him the 8 gold. I scratch the saving. I'll just buy the goat now.
All right. You give him 10 gold, and he sends you on your way with a goat in hand.
I have a goat, and then I come back with a
Ah.
goat. And
You
then
gonna light the goat on fire?
when
or
I
something?
show up, I say nothing about the goat.
Yeah. What was her husband's name?
Whose?
What?
Whose?
The Lady Indus.
Oh, Baldwin. But you never asked. Like you never got that from her, really.
Wait, no. I thought no. The Ruma, the chick that we
Yeah,
saved.
I know she never told you.
I thought that's who she told us to go look for.
No,
No, that's
she
the
told you
steward.
to tell the steward, Volmar Gaunt.
Coward said that
Oh.
the rune of this place, or her husband, is the mute.
The mute guy. Yeah. Okay. I thought she told us to go check for her. Okay.
No, that's why I came over here. But now he's
Alright,
here. Okay.
Alright.
I did my thing. I have a goat.
So we all regrouped here under this tree.
Yeah, so Tanya reappears. Baravor has 3 pots of oil, 3 vials of oil, and a goat. Tanya kind of squints and she looks at you. Did you trade the 3 vials for a goat?
No, I have the 3, the oil here, and then I have a goat.
Oh, sorry.
Tonya, would you like to name the goat?
She squints at you. I'm gonna make her do an intelligence check real quick.
He can be your best friend.
You're gonna kill that goat, aren't you?
Oh, no, it's a goat. It's a pet goat. We're missing an animal here. I mean, we have Ben, but we need another pet here.
Why would we need a goat?
Why not?
She squints at you. We're gonna eat that goat at some point. We're
Hey,
gonna kill it and eat it probably.
hey, not all things need to be eaten. Put some self-worth into this goat, all right?
Choose cud. Look at it. I'm not gonna have much faith in this goat, Mr. Baravor.
Looks like a good snack for later on.
Yeah, that's. She points at Targrid. Like, I don't think that goat's gonna last very long, Mr. Baravor. I don't think you should get too attached to it. I think it's gonna end up in heartbreak if you do.
I just start scratching the back of its ear. It's like, it's gonna be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get hurt.
It's gonna be okay.
Jesus. Vindel, what do you do as they all reappear? All your friends.
So they're all reappearing. Do I know how much oil Tanya,
Yeah, he says 3 vials of oil.
What do you mean 3 vials? Like little,
I just
little vials?
start laughing again and ask her to hand them to me.
Oh, I gave him to Mr. Baravor.
Oh, Baravor, I'm gonna need those. I got the rope, bud.
The what?
You shove the rope down. It's like a fuse. You shove the rope down into the bottle and then toss it with.
Yes, but
when
we
it's
need to
alight.
discuss what we're gonna do. We need to come up with some type of
Wait,
plan.
what? We got oil and rope?
We're not gonna lay
what?
all our eggs in one basket. Sure, you can do what you're gonna be doing. I have some ideas of my own, and we need to have different ways
Target
to set
looks
this
at
thing
Ben.
off.
Well, I managed to get 3 vials, so you guys can share. Sharing
Yes.
is important. I read that once.
So
If you don't share, then the bear of the wood will come and eat you.
Unless you can set the bear on fire, Tanya.
It's a water bear, so I think it'll be fine.
Oh,
It's made of water, so I think that'd be a bad move.
Vindal's just gonna look scared, like there's an actual water bear.
all right.
Don't worry, the story usually ends good as long as you share.
I'm not
Looks
very
at
good at that.
Baravor.
Anyways, I'm just holding it still. Do we have? So there's one thing that we weren't able to get. Also, Targrid. What was his name? Tonja. Again, I forget.
My name's
No, I just called you Tonja. The orc that you spoke to.
Oh, he was Mr. Grom.
Grom. Targrid. Grom seems like a pretty fine fellow. I heard the conversation. Tonja had was the one who got the stuff from him, and you should go meet him. You don't have to. I'm sure you guys have a few things to talk about.
Don't tell him you know me.
And don't tell her you know her.
Tiger kind of has a frustrated face on his look on his face and says,
I already told you, my friend. His tribe and my former tribe were not on good terms.
Hey,
I've already interacted with him once, and it did not end well. I do not want to go speak to him or have
Oh,
any
you spoke
interactions with him.
If you're friendly, then the water bear won't eat you.
Target squints at Tanya.
so, what we are missing now are rags. We need a lot of rags. Does anyone have any rags on them, or have seen any rags that we can go purchase, or really just take?
That's what Mr. Vindal is doing.
Oh, you have rag?
No,
You
the
rope.
ropes. He's
You
got-
use the rope.
No, but it's not going to be a look. Okay, so I want rags. So yes, we can do the rope thing, but I also want rags so I can tie them up to my bows, douse them in oil, and light them on fire and shoot them at different places.
Oh.
Well, if you can't find them, we can wrap some rope around them.
Yes.
Just so.
Does anyone have an old shirt?
I got a gambeson armor still.
That's
Tear that up.
it's gonna be too heavy to put on a bow though.
You could rip it up.
Rip it
Gambeson,
up?
Gambeson armor is filled with fluff.
I have
Okay.
I have one hempen rope and I have one fine bear pelt.
I've got so much rope.
Yeah, you could tear the gambeson up. Gambeson usually has it's cloth.
Okay.
It's just very padded cloth. If anything, you'd probably get tons of rags out of a gambeson.
Okay. So we're good.
Hey,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Baravor.
Vindal, you do your thing, and I give him one vial.
Well, no, hold on, Baravor. I one question though. We're making these nice little projectiles that'll throw fire, right? Do you still have any of that like food, like leftover food or anything?
Leftover food?
Target stares at the goat.
These spiders are we gonna? I gesture towards the goat.
I just nod like very quickly but very subtly. Just yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we should just when they go to pet the goat, and then we'll use the thing. Okay, down.
Yeah,
Tony
exactly.
just squints like, why are you all trying to sugarcoat this for me? You're gonna kill the goat.
I'm not sure. It's just fun. It's just funny. I
It's
don't know.
called.
You're gonna kill the goat.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like we're gonna try and get some lamb
Okay.
after.
I didn't want to say this, but I mean, one of
Why,
us
you didn't
is
wanna
more
say this in front
related
of
to
the
the
goat?
goats and looking like a goat and animal and hard like just livestock
kind
in
of-
general. So
Kind of racist, Mr. Baravor.
I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I'm not saying who it is, but you know, someone's more fluffy than the rest of us, and maybe they will have more attachment to, you know, goats and dogs and cows and chickens. I don't know.
Continue with your sentences, and you'll be the one fed to the spiders.
Hey, I'm gonna hurt this goat, and it's gonna hurt your feelings. So watch your mouth.
I don't think Mr. Ben is super attached to the goat.
It's okay, Tommy. It's okay. All right. So my plan is this: we put this. We use the goat as bait. We bring in the spiders. We have oil and fire and Vindel. Are you able to set the fuse where the fire will like spread out in like in a decent direction?
Should we kill the goat before we use it as bait?
No.
No?
No, we're gonna. We
she
can
might
tie
be
it
right.
down somewhere.
You're gonna tie it up? Like tie it down?
I think she's right.
Don't no spiders like. Haven't you ever seen a spider? They
What?
go and capture their
What
kill.
food? Yeah, but like they'll eat regular meat too, I imagine.
Okay, fine. Then we kill it. All right, sure, we kill it. But then, is your fire thing able to explode and then in like a decent direction? Or
I mean, if
dispersion?
it's in pieces, we can cut the meat into like if the meat's cut into pieces, we can just soak the whole floor around it, and they wouldn't know the difference between the oil and the beef.
Yeah. So we set the fire there, and maybe we catch a few of them. We all of us will use the third vial, so we can make torches for ourselves and just make them as bright as large as possible. And I'll have my flaming arrows to fire at the spiders and try to set them ablaze.
Cool.
How does that sound? Well, oh yeah. Yeah, how
I
does
think
that
that
sound?
sounds neat.
Target looks puzzled and looks at Ben. Do you know why we need fire?
I told you this. I told you in the tavern this morning.
Mr. Barabar
Oh,
said
yeah,
the
oh, yeah, that's
spiders
right.
don't like fire.
Oh,
Nothing
that's
like
right.
fire.
Sorry. Still the little bit effects of last night. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I told the whole group that they're poisonous, spiders are large, entrance.
Yeah, that's right.
And, yeah.
Yeah. That's sure we're all right. I'm trying to remember what information everyone knows and doesn't know, like RP.
So are we
wise.
going down into the thing today?
Well, does anyone have any unfinished business here? I can think of one, but does anyone else have anything? I've been very busy for the past couple days.
I need wine.
That's a good idea. We can light the wine on fire too.
Yeah, I'll carry
Wine
it.
is inflammable.
No, I'll carry it. It's very flammable.
Holy shit, dude.
You guys have made a monster.
A lying alcoholic.
I've never been more proud.
I've never been more disappointed.
Okay. So no,
Trust me.
no unfinished business?
No, all my loose ends for the day are taken care of.
Nothing besides drinking.
You shouldn't do that before going into a dangerous situation, Mr. Targrid.
Listen, Tanya, when you're an experienced warrior like me, then you can talk about what not and should do before going into battle.
Okay, I guess.
Vindel, do you have anything?
You can talk, Mr. Punch.
Vindel? Vindel?
Did he die?
Who?
You, Vindel. When they say Vindel, they mean Mark.
Oh, I did. No, I'm good.
Oh my god. Alright, well, we have this one thing. We never targeted. I don't know for certain if the message got across to the
Right.
person
Okay,
in the wheat.
okay. I won't get a drink. You and I can go talk to who we need to talk to,
What
and then we'll
message?
meet. You are really turning out to be
quite the companion to have, aren't you, Tanya?
I want to be included. My other option is waiting in a a theater.
Okay, so
Even she doesn't want to be in there.
here,
Jesus Christ.
Ben,
She knows what a
I'm gonna
whore
give
is.
you. Here's
Well,
the
now she
goat.
does.
All right, hold on to this goat.
All right.
And also, here is the vial of oil. One of the this one's gonna be for their group to make torches and anything flammable.
All right. You want me to kill the goat now or later?
Let's try to kill it. Well, we would need to butcher it.
I can do that.
Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah. And I'll keep mine. Vindel, you have yours. You have the goat. And then
What am
Tanya,
I
who?
doing?
Tanya, do you want to go with Ben or Vindel?
What's Mr. Vindel doing?
Vindel, what are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I? I'll probably just lounge around the bar until you guys are ready to leave.
Okay, he will continue laughing by the tree.
Tanya thinks. What are you two doing?
We're gonna be. We're gonna be talking to some people. It's gonna be very boring. Very boring.
I'm good at
conversation.
talking to people.
Yes, but this is less asking people things that you are good at. This is more just gathering information about the local politics and the authorities of the town, how things are going to be ran.
What's politics mean again? That's
Come on, Tanya. Follow me. We're gonna go buy some more things to help with the dungeon.
okay. She's led on by Vindel.
Yep, we're gonna go to the shops.
Okay. What are you two doing? Meanwhile, I guess Ben, you go out and kill a goat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's the
yeah,
dwarf? He's
just
gone
give me
again.
a survivalist check to see how good you slaughter this goat.
Rival +1.
I guess it doesn't need to be that good. It's just for spiders.
It's just for spiders. He's not.
I mean, but if I can get some really good cuts, we're gonna keep some of it. and
Oh,
we can
for
just enjoy it.
sure. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh hell yeah, brother, good goat meat.
That's a
Dude,
19.
Oh.
you get 2 prime fillets, and then I'd say somewhere in the ballpark of probably 60 pounds of usable meat
All right.
and 2 vials of blood.
All right. So we need to add 2 vials of blood.
Oh, bones.
Yeah, there's bones. What bones you want? There's a lot of bones.
What kind of bone you feeling?
What kind of bone? I'll let you. You know what, girl? Pick a whatever bone you want.
Hip.
I guess I'll put all like the usable meat and bones in like one sack, and then I'll keep like the
Yeah.
prime cuts on me.
Save some lamb chops.
Save some of
That's what the prime cups are for.
Well, they're more like goat curry.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Let's go with Vindel and Tanya. You're gonna go out. Where are you going? What kind of shop you going to, baby?
I am off to is there a general store? Closest thing to a general store.
Closest to the general store would probably be the shops out in the boony, like out near the sawmill that you came in. As you're walking around, Tanya seems to have a little bit of interest over at the blacksmith.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll head over there.
Okay. So you walk over there. Tanya looks up at the man. He looks down at her. She says, she squints at him. How polite have you been to people when you're around Tanya, would you say?
Decently.
Like, do you think that you're a person that she would get good manners from or bad manners from?
She would get good manners around other people.
But in most of the interactions that Tanya has observed you doing, like even with people at the party, have you been confrontational? Like what kind of, like what's your attitude towards them?
I mean, it's been a good 75-25. The only thing confrontational I did was spit blood at Baravor.
Yeah, that was mean. So okay, so you say 75-25, so that's 25% to 75%. So let's see. If this is a 1 through 5, she's gonna be mean. Otherwise, she'll be congenial. Okay, she's congenial. Hi there, mister. And she basically is gonna talk to him about blacksmithing stuff. She's real interested in what he's doing and like his techniques. Like, quite frankly, most of the things that she's talking about is going over your head. To be fair, a lot of things go over your head as a halfling. But like, she's using a lot of jargon that this guy, like, at first he was like, who is this little girl? But like, after she starts talking, he's like, oh, yeah, she knows what she's talking about. She might be an apprentice or something. So it kind of has a pleasant conversation with her. Meanwhile, Baravor and Targrid, what are you doing? Babe?
Baravar, Targrid.
Baravor, Targrid. That's...
Keeps putting.
Sorenzik is.
Yeah,
What?
it's because my mic or my mouse was on a different like setting, and my push talk wasn't working. Okay, so and then so what happened last time is, or yesterday, I went to the gates, Sapphire's Guard. I basically made up some bullshit thing about the economics of the town and tried to make this as boring as possible. It didn't work. It was pretty locked up, and I basically made this stupid, really stupid, like analogy type thing, trying to point him to the sawmill. But I did like some sand, just log stuff. It was bad. I really don't think he would have picked it up. But so I'm almost certain that Eden never got the message. Or the meeting.
So we are giving him this message for the Madam Ruma in exchange for a
Lady's favor.
lady's favor. I mean, I would say we don't try too hard to fulfill her requests, but we can go check there, or we can walk around the town and try to find him or ask for
Well,
him.
we don't have to find him. He's right over there. And I point, like I just kind of nod.
Target turns around.
Oh, he is right there. All right, friend,
So
after
then-
you.
Well, I'm asking you, what do you want to do? Do you want to pursue this? Do you want to go check it out? Or do we just let it ride?
Target peers over there and sees one of the White Eagle Infantry and a weird-looking person. Target's really never seen anybody like this, except for, I mean, whatever.
Hmm. Who is the person that he is with? Not the soldier.
I think she's basically the big honcho of this place. She's like the new Runun here, the new leader. The Sapphire's is basically like what happened on the previous town. They come in, they install they just installed guards there, but here they installed guards and a new leadership. And that's her.
So she's like the room that we met back in what was that town name? Greenbrook.
Something like that, yes, but in this case, she's, I think, 100% loyal to the Sapphish, and it's basically an aggressive hostile takeover. The only saving grace from this person is that if everyone stays in line and just continues on with normalcy and doesn't, I guess, in essence, rise up and disagree with them, they'll be fine.
Well, we can either confront him now or wait till he's done with his
Give me
conversation
an
with her.
insight check real quick, Sorenzik.
Okay. I did freaking decide with the roll. I was mistaken. I should have done, or the roll 20. It's a 12.
It's not that hard to understand. This guy is a powerful person in town. They are not going to leave him alone
Yeah.
to do whatever he wants or have free time.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured
Like,
as
this is
much.
not a thing that they will do.
He's the steward?
He was the previous room steward.
Oh.
So my plan is not necessarily talk to him, but simply maybe check out, see if the Lady Ida's still there, and give her an update on what's going on. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a chance unless we spend too long. But I really don't want to. I want to get this mine over and done with and get that 1,000 freaking gold target. But we did promise this lady that we were going to do this. We can at least update her on the situation.
We could walk by, even get within an ear's reach, and see if we can listen in on the conversation a bit, so we have more to report to the rumor.
Yeah, we can try that first. Afterwards, yeah, we can go try to go to the sawmill. See if she's still there.
All right, let's you walk one way, and I'll go the other way, acting like I'm doing something. We'll see if we can.
Alright, so where do you guys go? Just in the end of the day, like where do you want to end up?
Well, I want to try to appear on the conversation.
Is that what you want?
Well, we wanted to appear on the conversation a little bit, and then we wanted to go to the sawmill.
Okay, who's doing that?
I want to try to have 2 opportunities to get, like, a perception check, I guess.
That'll make it look sus. Like,
Well,
you'll
my
need
path
to-
would be this. I'd come. Where's the sawmill?
You don't. She
No,
just
no.
said the saw wood
Saw wood. Oh shit.
is what she said. She did not say sawmill.
Okay. So then, my route. Tell me if this is sus or not. Is this literally just walking by, stopping at the
You probably wouldn't hear very much.
here, and then it'd be coming around, and then listening in on here.
Yeah, as you would pass by, they wouldn't talk too much. You can get here. Give me a perception check.
Okay, I'm doing it in game. Fuck. It's gonna be 7.
You hear muffled voices on the other side of the wall.
That's all I got.
All right, Target, where are you going?
I want both of us to try to listen to that, but you said it'd be more suspicious. I'm just gonna wait for Baravor.
You're not
going to
be able to do the same thing. Like you'd have to come up with some other way.
Can I act like I'm going like in this little, I don't know what the fuck this
Sure.
is,
It's like a stable.
stable, and act like a farm or stable hand?
Sure. Give me a performance check.
He's got this. He got this. He got this. He got this.
Hold on 1 second.
He got
Target's
this.
a great actor, dude. He's not very strong, but he'll be able to act.
Oh, 15.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, he actually is good at He's much better at acting. Yeah, you play a convincing farmhand. Now give me a perception check to see if your big dumb orc ears can hear anything.
You said, just a perception.
Yep.
16.
Nice.
So you hear basically her say, Volmar, I do appreciate you complying with me. It's spared the lives of the people here. But as you know, I am still looking for the Ruma of this town. If you have any idea where she is, tell me. I guarantee you, Volmar, I will not execute her if it is within my power, and right now I am the only authority from Safra here. So everything in this town is within my power. As far as I know, her ladyship isn't here. The Ruma may have gotten lost during her hunting trip over in the eastern woods. Or maybe perhaps she was picked up by bandits. Who can say? I think there is someone that can say quite a bit, Volmar, but I think that they don't trust me at the moment. Words will do little to convince you. I hope you see that as long as everything goes according to plan, the people here of Balga will prosper. And that's kind of a bit of a conversation you're able to hear until you kind of realize that staying any longer would make you suspicious, so you had to kind of like break off and leave. Nice.
Target flies.
Target, oh, some. Alright, anybody else doing anything?
We're about to end.
Vindel, you trying to do anything interesting yourself?
Not particularly.
Okay. Baravor and Target, anything you guys are trying to do?
I just wave. Oh, hi, Ben. How'd it go?
Hi, Ben. How are you?
I walk up.
Ben just holds up the sack, meat and bones, and then he's also gonna hold out like the 2 like prime cuts. I saved these for perhaps, you know, food for later on. There are some quite good cuts.
That is beautiful work, Ben. That could be our reward when we come back from this mine here.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, this sack is full of all the other meat and bones and such that we can use as bait.
Okay, hey, you're looking pretty down there. You're not as you know, I usually come across as one of the most chipper people, most eccentric individuals I've ever met in my entire life. But today you don't seem all that eccentric. Is anything on your mind there?
Today's it's an important day. Not a great day, but it's a day.
Okay. Well, we don't
If
have
you
much.
really want to know more information, now is not the best time, but Target probably could fill you in on some other things and
Yes, I agree.
such.
So you guys eventually all gather up again.
Wait, are we gonna go talk to that
Yeah.
lady real quick?
Are
We're
you
gonna-
going, like, do you know where she is? Or are you just going to wander around in the wood?
Oh, you said the saw.
Well, you said
red.
east in the conversation. They said east. Which way is east?
That's what he said to her.
Yeah. Okay, west. Where's the west? Opposite direction.
The saw wood. To you, that has little to no meaning.
Okay, so then, yeah. I guess we got some info. I'm satisfied for now, I guess.
Right. I hope that lady does all right. Anyway, you guys gather up.
Oh my god, like what the fuck else are we supposed to do?
She's gonna die.
She's resourceful. Anyway, everybody gathers up, and you know, Vindel, have you bought anything in particular?
I've probably got, you know, another dagger from the blacksmith.
Sure, that would have been like 2 gold.
Since we're here at the blacksmith, what is he selling?
What do you want?
I already have my short sword. I already have my.
We should give Tanya a weapon.
Oh, I was about to say. Does he have like a small like dagger?
I have a
or-
short sword.
He's got
Or-
a short sword. He's got a helmet. He's got a simple helmet. He's got a wooden buckler. Tanya's already wearing chainmail. Other than that, everything here is fairly standard in regards to what he has.
For the buckler, would that increase like her armor
Yeah.
class at all, or
Yeah, increase by 1 AC.
how much is that?
He looks you up and down. I'd say 25 gold would be a fair price.
Okay, well, I just tell him, great. Well, I hope her caretakers are willing to spread the coin. Speaking of that, I know I'm a fairly generous fellow, but this gold was 10 coin, okay, 10 gold, and you know, would like some compensation for that. But we can talk about that later.
You tell me this is a blacksmith.
25 gold.
Ben will
Alright.
hand Baravor 10 gold and kind of chip in on that.
Okay, I look at Vindel. Hello, the person who is most responsible for her.
I already gave her 5 gold today. I gotta cover some of this.
I will
What
tell you
did
this.
she do with it? But
Okay, Tonja, give me your 5 gold.
She spent it on the oil for the rest of you
No,
guys.
she
You
did
guys-
not.
Yeah, she did.
You weren't even there.
I'll do a deception check.
I was No, you can't, because I was listening to the conversation the
no.
whole time.
Oh,
She
I'm
did
gonna
not.
do
There's
I
no
wanna do
gold
a decep-
transaction.
I want
she
to do
promised
a
that man
deception
hinges.
check.
Nope.
We're fucked.
Nope. There was no gold extraction. Exchange. I heard the entire conversation.
Are you
Tonja?
saying that out loud?
No, that's why I'm just telling. No, I'm just telling Vindel that like that's what happened. I like my like Baravor would know.
I would like to use my deception.
Oh my
What's your
God.
deception roll?
23.
He seems real convincing for some reason. In regards to thinking that, I'd say he probably convinced Ben and Targrid pretty handedly, if they're willing to say so. No, that makes sense. He gave him the gold. He gave her the gold, and she went and got the oil. That seems right.
Tonja,
What?
Tonja,
What?
did you give him gold?
Paid for it.
You paid 5 gold in it, as well as the hinges.
She said she paid for it.
I'm not
paid
talking to
for it.
you. Tonja, is
I'm-
that what's happened?
I struck a bargain.
Ah, okay.
I got the oil for a fraction of the cost.
Fraction of the cost. Okay. So how many gold do you... no. Was there any gold exchange in this bargain, Tonja?
3 flasks of quality oil like that is going to be worth a lot more than just 5 gold, Mr.
Ah, but sure. But do you have the 5 gold? It's a simple yes or no question.
She saved the party money. She's allowed an allowance.
No.
I have my
I understand
money.
what's happening here. And she's
have-
been lying
money.
through her teeth all day. And you've just been snickering by a tree in a bar
you saying
for the
that
past
I'm
2.5
lying?
days doing jack shit. So, Tonja, do you have 5 gold?
Mr. Baravor, I don't lie. I do have 5 gold, but I have my 5 gold. I have my own amount of money
Inside
that
check.
is within my possession.
Inside check.
Okay, sure, do an insight check.
Or just looking at Ben like, what the fuck's going on?
I'm trying to
Ben
make a
just
point.
Shrugs and he doesn't have the.
14,
What was it?
15.
Yeah, she's pulling your chain a little bit, but like she does generally like. You remember when you like took her from Greenbrook? She grabbed like a satchel of money from like the inside of the chimney that she like her brother had stored there for her. So she does have her own money, but she's definitely like leading you on. Like there's no question in your mind that she's leading you on.
Alright,
like,
I'm over
not
this.
not admitting that she didn't pay anything for the fucking stuff.
I'm over
All right,
this.
are we ready to go?
Targrid, are you gonna put in some gold? Right now we have 10 in the pot. I'll put in 5.
I'll give her the short sword and 5 gold. Yeah.
Okay, now we have 20. Vindel, are you gonna put in a 5 of your own?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. And then I gather the money and I get the buckle from the blacksmith.
All right, you get the buckler.
Can I give Tonja the short sword?
Yeah, she takes the short sword.
And I give her the buckler.
We've just given a 12-year-old a weapon, and no
Ooh,
one has
okay.
trained
Good.
her how to use it.
Do you get the helmet for her too?
How much is that?
30 gold.
No.
She'll be fine.
It'll be
Just
fine.
keep her behind everyone else.
It'll be fine. Famous last words. All right. So she has a buckler, which is on either Vindel or her looks quite large. She also has the short sword. She's able to kind of wield it a little bit wobbly, but she sheaths it. All right, ready to go.
All right. Do you understand you're going to be taking points on this, right? You're going to be charging headstrong into the field of spiders. Yes?
Yes,
Okay. Great. We all understand.
that was a lie, right, Mr. Vindel?
I just nod at her.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll make him go
What
first.
have
Always.
we done?
All right. In any case, you guys head into the mine itself, right? So heading up to kind
Well,
of going.
well, actually,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I want to make sure we all got our shit together. So, I made. How many arrows can I make with the cloth and my vial?
With the gambeson and with the oil is really the limit.
The oil's a
So
limit, yeah.
You've destroyed the gambeson. You've got tons of rags from that. I'd say you'd have about in total 10 arrows that you can light and like set something on fire if it hits. This will not confer extra damage or anything because fire arrows really don't work that way. It's more so that you're just trying to like light something on fire that you're shooting at.
So, how many flasks of oil do we have? Because I already had. Hold on.
We had 3. We got 3 more.
Okay, I have 3. You
Now we have 2.
3, So we have 6.
Oh,
One is
nice.
being used for his arrows.
And then one we're pouring like within like all of the meat. I thought.
Mhm.
Attract all the spiders to congregate on that.
And one's for Tanya. Just looks at it. I don't know what to do with this.
So that's 2 for the meat. The other one was for No,
It was
wait,
an extra
for the
one.
meat.
There's got a lot.
There's
there was
still
one-
one more.
There's one for torches and
Yeah,
stuff.
torches
as well.
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you make torches with the last one. Make some pretty solid torches that won't go out easily. And with that, you're ready to descend. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Everyone, is anyone not ready?
Let's go fuck some spiders.
All right, let's do it.
All right, with this, you are
Oh,
going
someone go get the dwarf.
Nope.
He said he'd come along. You
I'm-
can scroll up in the game
I'm
chat.
so down to end this fucking session right now
No thanks.
without that. If we don't have that dwarf, I'm not going in there without the fucking cleric.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
Yeah,
been going
I'm
for
not down
4.5
for cleric.
hours.
I'm not, like, yeah, no. Baravor is
No,
fucking
it's
sitting
fine.
tight.
We're gonna continue.
It's been 4.5
Dude, there's
hours.
no shot. Don't penalize us because someone can't make it for like most of these games.
Are you guys real? This is not penalizing you. I made this dungeon without him in mind, frankly.
Well,
Like,
then say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, then
like,
say that.
this is Fine. Like you're not gonna get penalized. You're not gonna. Well, you might die,
Oh my
but
god.
I mean, you'll be fine generally.
Speaking. Just no one drinks sap.
That being
Okay,
said,
well, we will say if he was sleeping, someone left a note on where we went.
he's got a note. It'll be great.
Oh, who? Was it the
Oh,
music bot that joined?
Playing music, baby.
Oh, I thought. Oh shit, Broswood's already back. Hell yeah, let's go.
No, yeah, Rosevelt's back, baby. Now we're all
Is he?
of a sudden we're. No, he's not.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
All right, let's go.
Oh shit, we're actually gonna fight this.
Well, you're at least gonna do some of it.
Oh god.
Let me make sure that your pieces are the right sizes.
Ugh. Dude, I am so glad I talked to that guy. We wouldn't be ready for any of this.
All right, you go into the mine itself. Twisting tunnels that go here and there. You see the occasional cart that's been turned over. Large chunks of the stone that's been, being hewn from the rock here is kind of just dashed all over the ground. With that being said, you eventually follow the mine, going down the corridors, eventually finding Shaft D, where the foreman had kind of told you that he and his crew had gone down before. You enter into this shaft where eventually you find a kind of a crack in the wall that, as you kind of squeeze into it, you are kind of forced, Ben and Target especially, feel like you gotta get scratched a little bit. Like, you know that feeling when you kind of like go up against something rough and it scratches the skin but it doesn't tear it?
Mhm.
Like, that's very much a feeling that's all over your body, like cat scratches, basically. Who's leading the way, exactly? Like, what's the order of your boys?
Somebody.
Who's leading the way? I don't care.
Well, I'm
I'll
the
probably
archer,
bring the-
so
Tanya.
no.
No.
Yeah. It's hard to take
Fine.
No,
point.
fuck it. I don't care at this
Absolutely
point.
not.
If they're not gonna
Let
take
her
her
prove
over.
herself.
Yeah, I hate Tanya, says Tanya.
Yeah, I don't like her smug little fucking face.
How dare a 12-year-old girl be smug at me? Fuck her!
I mean, I have like, I have a sack of meat and stuff, and I can probably bring up the rear.
All right, fuck it. I'll take point, you bitches.
Other way.
I'm looking.
Oh.
Oh my god. I was like,
way.
oh, am I looking the wrong way? I'll
So
go, I guess, in the middle.
So Tanya's directly behind me.
Tanya's
Great.
right behind
Actually,
you.
Tanya,
She's
buddy.
ready.
Vindel would be here.
She's
Yeah,
ready for
I'd
her
be here.
battle. She's ready to fight.
You can't put a fucking 12-year-old girl in front of you, you fucking cowards.
Very brave.
I'm just in the back
At
because
this
I'm
point, she
carrying all
probably
the
has-
supplies.
She probably has more health than Vindel at this point. It's fine.
No, like, I'm only in the back because I'm carrying
what?
all the
Oh.
supplies, so I'd probably be slower than everyone
Alright.
else.
So you guys head on in
Oh, God.
into your second dungeon.
Anxiety,
Because
stress,
the first one went
panic.
so well.
Nostalgia.png.
Alright, you enter into the caves. You see in front of you what looks to be camping equipment. It seems that there was a group here before you, most likely. Looking around, it doesn't seem to be anything immediately dangerous to you.
All right. Well, Tara's gonna put one of his hands out and make a fist, intending for the group to stop. Well, actually, we're gonna walk maybe like another pace or two forward.
Oh.
Like right there. And then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna kind of slowly, cautiously approach this campsite. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing's happening yet. I'm not dying.
So yeah, you kind of come in here, and you first off you notice there's like a stone work wall. There's a couple little like stone looks like old ruined pillars that seem to have food and like drinks on it. The campfire itself is snuffed out. Cooking pot is laying on its side, and the spit that would usually go over it is also kind of knocked over.
I approach the fire and like look at the ashes or smell it or any sign of like how long ago this fire was put out.
Do me an investigation check, baby. 19. So you check out the fire, ice cold. You head over here to the bread and you check it. It is hard as a rock. This has been here for at minimum like a couple of weeks, like just laying here.
I look in all the tents. Nothing out of the ordinary. in any of the
Bedrolls.
tents.
As you check into this tent, you do find it looks to be a helmet, kind of a fairly simple, kind of bronzy helmet. It's what you would kind of expect of a lower, a less experienced adventurer, probably like farm boy equipment almost.
Was there any insignias on it?
From what you can see, it looks like there's like some hand carved, like a snake on the side of it, like something this person would have thought, yeah, cool.
Target's gonna put that in his bag.
Okay.
Bronze helmet.
Yep.
Okay. And then checking this tent, nothing out of the ordinary, right?
Nope, just a bedroll. Well, there's a little bit of blood there.
Oh, there's a little bit of blood here. Okay. Target's gonna go back within voice distance. You're not yelling, but he's gonna motion to the rest of the adventurers and Tanya to come to this campsite.
I guess they'll come on over.
One second, I'm typing this. Baravor, Vindel, you gonna join us?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep watch.
All right. So within voice distance of everyone, Targrid says,
So, the fire and the bread shows that no one's been here for about weeks. So whoever was here before, they're either long gone from here or they're dead.
Tanya walks over to the satchel here, and inside she is going to pull out 7 silver princes, 2 small garnets, and a copper locket, along with a letter. She kind of looks at him. She's going to look back at you, Mr. Targrid, and say, "Here you go, Mr. Targrid," and she's going to toss you the 2 garnets.
the garnet's like a fucking equipment?
It's gem.
Oh, a gem.
Those are gems, like the little red gems. And she looks at the letter and she pops it open. Under order of Count Bedegar, William Bedegar, you are to investigate the mines of Balga and cover any and all artifacts. You will be rewarded heftily for your success at 500 gold. She looks back at the rest of you, and just pockets the letter.
Hey, Tanya, you might want to,
Did she read that said when she stay here?
Yeah, she said that. She read it out loud.
Hey, that's a strange letter. Also, everyone look, there seems to be some blood in this tent.
Also, does my investigation check go for that blood in that tent, or do I have to do another one?
You know,
Like, can I see
you
how
can-
recent that blood is?
It's pretty old.
I was
It
gonna
looks-
say, okay,
it's
so it's pretty stained.
pretty
They're
stained.
probably around the same time with the bread in the fire.
Yep.
Okay. And then yeah, Target
Cave
just
water.
says again in his initial investigation.
There's some blood in this tent, so whatever happened here, there must have been a fight.
I'm just gonna go around checking like these crates and stuff, like by this tent and in this wagon.
Opening up the crates, you see that for the most part, it's pretty old supplies, like food supplies. From what you can tell, they are like it's what someone would bring if they were planning to do like kind of a longer expedition. I'd say there's probably a quarter of the supplies are still good. Like, if need be, you could probably stay in this area for like a week, probably.
Oh wow.
Alright, I'll relay to the rest of the group. We got like a week's worth of food and water in terms of supplies.
Does that include this crate too?
The satchels as well. It's all pretty much adventuring equipment that would be used for like kind of a prolonged expedition.
So we're gonna do this. Also, out of character, how much longer do we have? I do have to go soon.
Oh, how long you got?
10, 15 minutes max.
Okay, well, I mean, you guys should probably hurry up then. We get to a point where I can cut you off.
Alright.
Otherwise,
Target.
we cut you off the boring part where you're just sitting staring at a wall.
Target gets here, notices that there's two paths that we can go, and then says to the rest of the group,
What do you want to do? We have two choices. Go either down to the left or keep going straight.
There's 3 paths.
it's harder. Didn't
Well,
see
for-
that.
For right now, I think he's the one talking about the path over there, and I point to where I'm looking at. Just here. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd say let's at least check out what's inside this room here, because if we keep pushing forward and there's some spiders in this cavern, we're gonna get flanked. Entrance is gonna be blocked. Or exit and entrance is blocked.
Alright. I'll lead the way.
So you walk into the room. Within there is the drip, drip, drip of water as you guys kind of enter into this area. Like it looks like there are various pools that are here. Any interest at all in like just immediately from what you see in this room?
I don't want to jump in that water.
Oh my god.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright,
Hey, look.
Target's gonna climb up these rocks. You need a athletics check, acrobatics check.
Sure. Give me an athletic check to see how good you are at jumping in the water, dude.
Holy shit.
15.
15? Alright, yeah.
Target dies. Ours poisonous. The end.
Boop, boop. 1 second.
Oh dear god. It's gonna be like freaking tentacles.
Give
Hentai's
me a
about to happen.
give me a perception check real quick, dude. As you're under the water.
18. Oh, yeah.
Nice!
So it's underwater, right?
Yep.
So what's the likeliness of me opening this underwater?
You can try. For a strength check.
Oh,
My weakness, no, please.
This is your
Alright,
return, man. This is your redemption.
yeah. So if I
There's
try
nothing
opening,
He
if I
cried.
try brute opening it under the water with my strength,
Also-
do I have a chance of losing some of it?
Yeah. You could also just try
Okay.
to heft it back up to the surface.
All right, let me try doing that. That's also a strength check. Huh? Oh wait, that's a strength save. Fuck.
You dumb bitch.
Oh my god, no, can I do the strength save?
Dumb bitch.
Can I do the strength save?
Dumb bitch. You already did it. You already did the strength roll.
Okay.
What is it?
The strength save, the strength roll.
Roll.
It's a 7.
Yeah, no, you're a weak baby boy.
Alright, well, target's gonna reemerge from the water.
Down there.
He's gonna motion over for Ben and let him know.
Hey Ben, there's a treasure in here.
I'll say between you and Ben, you're able to pull out the treasure pretty easily.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, I'm being very merciful. Yeah, you produce that. We'll say that you loot it, and we'll move on.
What's in it?
So it seems that this room, for the most part, is.
I'll take a picture.
This room is, for the most part, non-inhabited, as far as you can tell. And
Part of
over in the distance, you can see a number of webs. No, in the distance you can see the webs. You kind of approach them. They're right in front of you there, Target.
I look through the webs. Is there anything that I can see through it?
Nope, too dark.
Target's going to say to the rest of the group.
I don't think
What's up, Ben?
we want to go through these webs. Maybe find another way around or through, but this could also be the lair or the home for the spiders. So we might want to make sure that we keep an eye on this part of the cavern.
Okay. Let's keep going
Alright.
forward then.
Alright, you head back out,
Did you take a picture of that chest?
I took a picture, yeah.
and you're heading towards the center. Alright, you head to here, this cross. Over to your left, you see a number of mining carts. Looks like there are mining picks. There are pickaxes also in the rocks. There are rocks there that used to fill the rocks. Once again, seems like these people were attacked and left what they were doing. All right, you have two ways. You can go straight forward or go right. Your choice.
Gold.
Anybody want? I think we got an idea. I mean, I know where I want to go, but
We can. Where do you want to go?
I think we should cover our rears and make sure that the rooms behind us are clear before we keep moving on.
I agree.
But I see this door. So we'll go through this little archway.
Okay.
Alright.
As you go through, you notice a couple of things. First off, you notice that there's kind of like refuse all over the ground. Like, looks like there's a, like... give me a survival check, one of you. Whoever thinks you're the best at survival.
I have 2. I have +2 in survival.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
I have 3.
Give me a
Good.
survival check.
What do you want to do? You want to do it, Target?
No, you
Just
got
one,
3.
yeah.
You got +3. I got +2.
Fuck, roll 20, dude. 11.
Hey, for shits and giggles.
Wow.
You guys suck. There seems to be very large rat footprints here. As
Rat?
far as rat. Yep.
Look at that. The guy with the low survival got a 20.
What a dumb idiot. He should have rolled then. Alright. Also, it seems that there is, like, how to say this? Kind of like wrappers, like prepackaged meals, I suppose. Kind of strewn about the place. Like, very much refuse in this area. As you look forward, like, you can't see anything too much in the darkness.
Oh, you know what I have? No, fuck you. I have something cool. I forgot about.
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, well, it's beyond 60 feet, dude.
Yeah, but I'm Gloomstalkers,
yeah.
so it's 20 on top of that.
So let's see.
Yeah.
How perceptive are you really? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
All right, let's move up a little bit closer.
Yeah, I see there's a cavern over there. You might be able to keep moving.
Okay.
So you see anything now?
So looking up ahead of you, not really, the rocks are in the way. But as you get to about here, you guys are kind of just going on. All of a sudden, you a rock hits your head, Ben. Like it falls down and clicks against your horn and falls on the ground.
Ben's gonna kind of like roll a bit of his head and look up.
You look up and you see a massive lizard clinging to the top of the wall, and then you look around, and then you see along the wall, scurrying down, are these huge lizards
Oh my god.
coming down.
Oh!
That's where we'll end this session.
And that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh, that's awesome.
3 big lizards coming down to have a snack.
I have a
Come here,
question.
you folks.
Okay, I'll have an answer.
Do they have dark vision?
Dude, they live in subterranean caves. What do you think?
Yeah,
So
dude, this is the environment.
do they rely on dark vision to see in this area?
They might. Depends.
Okay. Well,
All
I
right.
mean,
I
how?
have no idea until you start fighting them.
We got a
Okay.
bounce. Really good session. Wish we had our cleric. The cleric. Boys, have a good night.
Good night, man. This is awesome. I love this session so much.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Character development.
Character.
Oh my goodness.
Tanya development. More like
Tanya's a good girl.
Tanya's a
awesome.
pathological liar that's also an alcoholic
She's
now.
a good
I'm gonna end the stream here,
girl.
guys, real quick. Guys, thank
She's
you so much for
lied to at
watching.
least everyone in the town and won't stop trying
Thank
to.
you, bots, for doing your job. This was a freaking insane, freaking session. I loved every single bit of it, and I did a lot of RP, and I had a lot of questions. I have a note that just says, ask questions. Who are you? An example, just questions. So I'm reminded to ask questions, and I wrote a decent amount of notes. Here. So everything here and below are my notes. And so that's awesome. I just have it here. I have everything set up, and I have the battle music too. It's so cool. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching.